live. Oh, wait, what? That's kind of bullshit. Oh, whatever. Alright, am I live now? Okay, whatever. That's kind of dumb. I didn't realize you're supposed to press the go live button in order to actually start. Okay, whatever. So I've been streaming for 2 hours, and apparently I wasn't actually streaming. I knew something was wrong. Whatever. That's fine. That kind of like irks me, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anyone will hear this, but I've been streaming for 2 hours already. So I already done 2 hours of streaming. Or I recorded anyway already 2 hours, but it turns out I wasn't even live. It was so confusing because on YouTube it said like, oh, you have an excellent connection and everything. But apparently you're supposed to press the go live button in order to actually go live. Which makes sense in hindsight. Or maybe it's because when I pressed the, there was a certain point when I did press like, I changed the stream latency at some point, so maybe that reset it. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's weird. And it showed like an entire video as well. Even so, it shows here on like an entire video. I don't know. I do wonder, like, does it save it after I'm done? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I'm kind of mad. But it's not too bad. Looking at the bright side, I still have the recording, so, I can just chalk it up to like editing for YouTube anyway. It doesn't matter. Not like I wasted my the entire time, but still. Okay, now I know. After you actually press this, it's weird. On Twitch, it's automatic, but on YouTube, you have to press start. Yeah, on OBS, anyway, you press streaming, and then you gotta press go live on the YouTube Studio dashboard as well. That's different. So I'm actually live now. Change the thumbnail. Should I change the thumbnail as well? What do I change the thumbnail to? I guess I'll change the thumbnail. I don't know. I'll change it to this one. Let's see. How do I do that? Open image, new tab, save image, put it on download here. But yeah, you can change the thumbnail. You have to change the thumbnail. On Twitch is automatic, but in a way, it's similar to like YouTube videos where it might better have a custom thumbnail. There you go. I'll change that. Yeah, weird. All right. Well, now now I know. Now I know. Now I know that you actually have to press live like twice. You put live on OBS, and then you gotta go live on YouTube as well. It's strange because on Twitch it's automatic. When you press, you go. When you press, you start stream. How strange. You gotta go live, and why is there 2 buttons? It's so weird. I darn you, YouTube. Why you gotta make it so different? Anyway. Whatever. Alright. I guess I'll just play this game now. Alright. Enough ranting. Let's just play this game. But for next time, I guess I'll know. I'll know that you're supposed to just like, start the stream and press go live. Did not know that. Did not know that. On Twitch, you press start streaming and then you're streaming. It's automatic. Anyway, at least I caught it, now instead of never. But oh well. That's just kind of weird because I'm starting in the middle. Anyway, so I'm gonna start this visual novel now. I don't know if I do wonder if the rest of the stream was technically recorded because it says on the dashboard, it says like 2 hours have passed. So like it says here that there's other stuff that's happened. Like I can actually see it. I can see my other recording. I don't know. It's weird. Why is YouTube gonna make it so confusing? Anyway, all right. So let's begin. What's the developer's name? I'm gonna introduce this. Let's see. Rice Love Coffee. Is that the... Or Otome Coffee? Rice Love Coffee? I guess I'll say Rice Love Coffee. Rice Love Coffee. So like, let's see. So I'll be, okay, I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna use this. I'm still a little bit upset, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. You learn from your failures. Anyway, okay, I'd be like, welcome to Please Don't Hate Christmas, a horror Otome game. Is that Otome? I don't know. A horror visual novel developed by Rice Love Coffee, available on itch.io. Is it on Steam as well? I wonder. I don't know. I think it's just on itch.io. Available on itch.io. And well, Christmas time, and you're gonna meet your childhood friend who may or may not be hometown. Christmas, my friend. Okay, I'm just thinking about how to introduce. All right. Also, silly sound effect. All right, let's start proper. After like 10 minutes of like ranting. It was even 10 minutes, like 20 minutes. All right. Hello and welcome to Please Don't Hate Christmas, a horror visual novel developed by Rice Love Coffee, available on itch.io, and apparently it's Christmas time, and you're going home to celebrate with your childhood friend who may or may not be a yandere. I guess let's find out. And I guess this game, I believe, is tagged as a horror game, so there may be some disturbing elements, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's begin. What is my name? I guess I'll leave it as default. Molly. It's kind of loud, actually. It's so dark and cold. Okay, we're already starting off, in the basement. What is this place? I can't see anything. I stand up. I feel dizzy. What's on the floor? Is that blood? Why? Whose blood is this? What the hell is going on? Why is there a Santa hat here? Ah, you're awake. You're finally awake. You got crossing the border. No, why are you here? Don't be afraid. I'll take care of it. I'll protect you. I promise. Go to sleep, my dear. Ah. And now we're over here. Happy music, I guess. I'm assuming that was like maybe, what do you call that? I always forget what you call it. In medias res or something. It's like it starts off in the middle of the story, but then we go back to the beginning. I'm really going crazy. I haven't slept much for several days with a pair of big dark circles under my eyes. I want to go home, take a hot bath, and eat what I want and play all the games that I can. Wow, did you get a new, gel nail? Gel nail? I don't know if that's correct. Like nail polish, I guess? So cute. Oh, it's for the Christmas trip. Aren't you going to Japan too? Yeah, the boyfriend set it up for me. How nice. Why do we seem to live in a different world while we're working in the same studio? I also like to take a vacation if I could. Indeed, I have not taken any leave for a long time, or gone on any trip for a long time. I'm even thinking of just quitting my job. Blink. Okay, I don't know why that was verbalized. I mean, to be fair, I guess in Japanese, maybe, I don't know, I think this game is Chinese, though, originally. Anyway, in other languages, maybe like, that was like an onomatopoeia? What do you call it? Onomatopoeia. Anyway, it's Albert. Albert Claus. Interesting last name. He was my childhood friend, and although we haven't seen each other for a long time, we've kept in touch. We all grew up in a place called Snowflake Island, and Albert's family has managed Snowflake Island for generations. Here's Albert, I guess. He's in the main menu. I'm assuming, he's the main romantic interest that probably kidnaps us and puts us in the basement. I made a cute snowman. It's too cute. Albert, how are you doing? Molly. Well, it's still the same as ever. Nothing special. but I recently returned to Snowflake Island. Nah? Really? Aren't you always out of town? I was a bit bored anyway, so I'm back. And since my second brother is out of the country, I'm managing Snowflake Island for now. Oh my god, I haven't been back in a long time either. Why don't I take a break too? I immediately wrapped up the work on my hands and asked my boss for a leave of absence. I haven't had a vacation in 3 years, so I won't be turned down. But, okay.
Molly, I know you're really struggling and need a break. But as you know, many of our colleagues have already taken leave, so I hope you, as a producer, can hold on for a little longer. I'll make it up to you afterwards. The company really needs you.
This unscrupulous boss, or how do you say that? Unscrupulous? Unscrupulous? Unscrupulous boss? How many times have you said that to me? Alright. So do we take our vacation or do we just continue to work? You know, we gotta make that cash, I guess. Continue to work. But I'm sure the studio would be in chaos if there's no one to do these jobs. Alright, I'll get it. Alright, I get it, rather.
Thank you. You're the best employee we've ever had.
I slowly left my boss's room and looked at my colleagues. We were still discussing their holiday plans. Forget it. It's the same every year anyway. And that's how I spent my Christmas at work. Bad end, workaholic. Gotta make that income, you know?
Who cares about love? We need money. Money buys happiness.
Okay, never mind. Alright, so that was the bad ending, obviously. Let's get back here. No, you know what? We need to take a break. Okay, boss? You need more, or you need me more than I need you, okay?
No, rock music plays.
No, I need to make some changes this year. A voice inside me, the voice inside keeps telling me to go back. I'm sorry, but I have to resign if you don't let me take my time off.
Molly, you're not kidding, are you?
I mean it. In fact, I've already written down the handover of work just now. Someone else will do it for me. Thank you for taking care of me.
Molly, wait a minute.
Ignoring my boss's shouts, I returned to my seat to gather my things. Alright, good. Albert, I'm going back to Snowflake Island. Yeah? Nor? Really? Aren't you busy at work? I decided to quit my job. You know, who cares? I can't believe I haven't had a vacation in 3 years. I'm afraid I'll go crazy if I stay any longer. Wow. I can't believe it either. We haven't seen each other for many years. Molly, you know what? I'm really super happy. You wait for me. I asked Mr. Reg to prepare a helicopter to pick you up. Okay, apparently, by the way, he's rich. I guess he does manage, you know, apparently his family manages an entire island, so... just happens to be rich, by the way. No. I'm already on the train. What? Damn it. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I should have chartered a train to and from Snowflake Island. Hey, even if you have money, don't use it like this. Why not? As long as it's for Molly, no amount of money is a problem. You've always liked to say things like that. Then I'll pick you up at the train station later. Can't wait to meet you. Fancy train. We're taking like the fancy train. The scenery outside the window was so dreamy that I couldn't believe I had resigned. You gotta start applying for unemployment. But anyway, what a nice breeze. I regret I didn't let myself go on vacation earlier. I haven't been back for less than 10 years. What's become of Snowflake Island? You know, what a unique name, by the way. Snowflake Island. I was originally an orphan, dropped in the shores of Snowflake Island not long after I was born. That sounds like a mysterious backstory. Fortunately, a kind couple, my adopted parents, took me home. They used to run a coffee shop on Snowflake Island, but unfortunately, they died in an accident when I was in elementary school. That's tragic. You're like an orphan, but then that's already a bit of a tragedy, but then your adopted parents died as well? After that, I lived with my adopted parents as relatives, but They suddenly disappeared when I was in high school. People keep disappearing. After that, I left Snowflake Island. I hope things haven't changed after all these years of people mysteriously disappearing around me. Why didn't I come back earlier? No, there's still some time before the station. What should we do? Okay, I don't know if this matters, but I'm gonna save the game. Again, the game's kind of loud. It should be okay. I have like a automatic ducking, set up for OBS, so it should lower when I speak. But it's kind of loud on my end. I guess I'll turn it down a little bit. Let's see. So should we read the train's flyer or send a message to Albert? I guess let's just take our time. Let's just read the flyer. Is this a promotional leaflet for Snowflake Island? Let's take a look. Snowflake Island is a small island in the north, owned by the Claus family, and everything on the island is managed by the Claus family. Yes. Snowflake Island is very welcoming to foreign visitors, and there are a variety of attractions and facilities on the island, so be sure to come and see them. Next page. Snowflake Island's playground, the giant library on Snowflake Island, Claus Mansion on Snowflake Island, closed to the public for now, the shopping street on Snowflake Island. What a luxurious island. The urban legend of Snowflake Island, the Christmas butcher who will appear on Christmas Eve. The urban legend that once terrified the residents of Snowflake Island. Legend has it that a mad killer butcher, dressed in Christmas clothes, appears to cut people down on Christmas nights, and this is not good for tourism. Although it is unknown where the legend has been spread, since there was a murder on the island at Christmas, it is unknown where it has been spread. There's a time when the islanders were afraid to even go out to celebrate Christmas. But that was a long time ago, and now it's just an urban legend used to scare children. Okay, did the flyer say that, or are we saying that? Let's see. Can we continue reading the flyer, or is it just going to be the same repeat dialogue? Okay, same thing. Okay, same thing. All right. I mean, I guess, yeah, okay. I mean, you can send a message to Albert, I guess. I don't know if there's a reason not to. Okay. I haven't been back for a long time. I feel so unbelievable. It feels so unbelievable, I think. Again, translation, I think, is a little off, but... do you feel the same way? A little bit. But I've been away for less time than you. So I feel okay with that. Speaking of which, why do you suddenly want to come back? Actually, I came back because you wanted to go back. Okay, a lot of exclamation marks. Do you mean that? You miss me? Of course. We haven't seen each other for a long time. I don't think there's anyone I know on Snowflake Island anymore. Never mind. You have me. I'm here for you. I'll make you a wonderful vacation. No need for any special preparations. Heh. Guess that's it. Let's take a nap. A little glitchy there, by the way, the phone thing. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna take a nap. I've been waiting for you. Come back, my dear. Alright, okay. Anyway, it's Christmas! Even though at the time of recording this is totally not Christmas, but don't worry about it. It's not very, seasonal. Snowflake Island. Finally. From the looks of it, it looks like much has stayed the same. It's still so dreamy and beautiful. Molly. Oh? Keep that transition, by the way, when they zoom in and, and move the picture. But anyway. Before I could see his face clearly, he hugged me tightly. I miss you so much. Hey, Albert. I've seen the photo, but Albert has grown so much. And a nice body, too. Molly, I miss you so much. Wait. I pushed away from him slightly. He looked even better in person with his big, puffy jacket, I guess. I don't know. What's the matter, Molly? Don't you miss me? It's not that. It's just I'm not used to it. About what? Have you grown so tall? You become handsome, too. It's not fair. Molly looks pretty, too. And your sweet tongue Or your sweet tongue? Your aspect? Your sweet tongue aspect. That's kind of weird. Again, translation's weird. I guess, yeah, you still have a sweet tongue, I guess. Or something like that, you know? That aspect of you hasn't changed. I only do that with Molly. Got it. Give me the luggage. I'll get it for you. No, it's heavy. But that's all the more reason for me to take it. I'm not the same little brother I used to be. Look at that smile. It's really a waste for him not to be an idol. K-pop idol? We arrived at the entrance plaza of Snowflake Island. It wasn't too crowded, but we still saw a lot of tourists around. It's the peak season for Snowflake Island. Shouldn't you be very busy as the temporary island master? Of course I'm busy, but I cleared my schedule when I heard you were coming. What? What about work? Well, most of it's done. All the other miscellaneous work is assigned to manpower. Assigned to manpower. That's, again, kind of weird sentence. I guess he means like, you know, it's been assigned to somebody else. You're awesome. Albert has been so good since the old days that almost nothing could get in his way. You obviously haven't seen each other for so long, and he still made time for me. He's the only person in the world who's been so good to me. Molly, did you book a place to stay? I know your former home is gone. Of course, I already booked a hotel. It's the one near the library. Is that so? What? You should have discussed it with me first. Why? Nothing. Well, before that, let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere with me. Let's go somewhere with me, or let's go somewhere together. I feel like's better. Like, let's go somewhere together. I've got a surprise for you. Coffee. This is coffee. Looks like it's Japanese. Yeah, it looks like Japanese to me. I assume the original game was in Japanese. I don't know. Although it's been a long time, I still know my way around the island very well. Not to mention the place where I used to come most often. Albert, I know this road. Yeah, you're right. Dong dong dong? Ding dong? The cafe in front of me is my adopted parents' cafe. It's the same as before, as it was always open. Why? Was it all abandoned on that day? I had it refurbished. But luckily I still have the photos from that time, so I'll try to restore it to how it was. The Christmas tree. Yeah. Oh, I miss this. Santa Cafe. Bang! What? Bang bang? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay, this is when they were younger. Well, he's the little son of Claus's family. Why is he crying? What's wrong with you? Why'd you kick my Christmas tree? Oh, that's how they got introduced. He freaking, vandalized the cafe. I hate Christmas. That doesn't mean you can kick someone else's stuff. I'll tell my mom and dad. Mom, dad? Mom. Huh? Stop. Bam. I didn't think much of it and push him to the ground. That's enough. Wait. Sorry, does it hurt? I'm sorry, I was just trying to stop you. Cry very loud. The big sob. What should I do? Alright, I'll make you some chocolate milk. Chocolate milk? Yeah, the only drink I know how to make. Come on, give me your hand. But don't tell my mom and dad. I'm just gonna, use up our supply, to give you some free chocolate milk. And therefore cut it into our income. The next day. Bing bong. I'm gonna open the door. It's funny how the visual novel is just like, it's just using onomatopoeia, I'm assuming. And instead of simply just playing the sound effect in the visual novel. You can do that, by the way, I'm assuming. I mean, most visual novels you can do that. You can play a sound effect instead of just simply just writing it in the dialogue. But anyway, I feel that's better, right? Huh? Why are you here again? Here we go. Huh? For the chocolate milk. The boy handed me the money without saying a word. Okay, actually, we did get income from this. We did get revenue. No need, my mom is watching. And didn't I say not to tell my mom and dad? Then they'll know. He ignored me, slipped me the money, walked into the shop. Hey, I have a name. My name's Albert. What's your name? Molly. Molly. I'm gonna drink that today too. Your chocolate milk. That's how Albert came to the cafe every day and asked me to make chocolate milk for him. That's how we became friends. And he became cheerful without realizing it. What are you thinking? I remember that I just met you before. Don't look back. Or, I guess don't look back? I mean, I guess that makes... Don't like reminisce, I guess? Or something? You were so cute back then. Especially your crying face. Stop it. Sucks. So do you still hate Christmas? Well, Christmas with Molly isn't a bummer. Come on. How about you? Do you still like Christmas? I don't know. Because I'm too busy. I haven't celebrated Christmas in a long time. I hope Christmas will be a little different this year. But why did you renovate the cafe? Did you say you want to inherit this cafe in the future? Although you left Snowflake Island, I'm sure you'll return someday. I've always asked someone to take good care of the shop so you can return and live in peace. Do you like this gift? My mind went blank. I've just left the hell of my work for many years and it's like a dream. I never thought Albert had prepared me for this. Or prepared this for me, rather. Molly, why are you crying? Oh, why are the tears? I was just laughing at you being a crybaby and I cried myself. My stress burst like a balloon and tears instantly flooded my eyes. What a word would describe that. Anyway, again, translation. Anyway, are you okay? Bust that wolf? No. Maybe you don't like this gift? Or did I remind you of that bad memory? No, I'm happy. It could be because I've been building up a lot of stress. I haven't had a holiday for a long time and haven't slept enough. I didn't know that someone had prepared so much for me and thought so much of me. I really haven't seen this cafe in a long time. I've been thinking about it a lot. I should have come back earlier. I thought no one in the world cared about me anymore. Thank you, Albert. No way, even if something happens, I'll be there for Molly. I'm Molly's partner forever. I'm glad you quit your job. Because it turns out I'm rich and I could just give you all the money you want, really. It's that simple. No crying. He patted my head, I guess. So, will you inherit the shop? Can't think about it? I'm glad you prepared this for me. But it came out too sudden, and I wanted time to think about it. Of course. This is a strange face, by the way. Also, hey, by the way, Deliz. Peekaboo. I see you. I'm still a little bit upset. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess this wouldn't make any sense in the context of when I put this on YouTube as a video. But like, I'm still a bit upset because I did not start my stream properly. I was technically streaming before, by the way, at like 12 o'clock when I scheduled my stream. But like, I actually did not go live until recently because I did not know you're supposed to press the go live button on YouTube as well. Because normally on Twitch, you just press the start streaming button on OBS Studio, which is the software that I use. You just press that and then you go, right? But I didn't know you're supposed to press it again on YouTube as well. So, I don't know, anyway. I gotta stop thinking about that. Anyway, I mean, it's not the biggest waste of time, really. I'm gonna put the footage anyway on YouTube because I locally recorded everything, but still, it's just kind of like, I don't know, again. For next time, I'll know. Anyway, get some rest, enjoy vacation first. Anyway, you have plenty of time to take your time, or you have plenty of time to take your time? You can take your time and think about it. Alright, then let's go to your hotel. What? It's all full?
Yes, miss, I'm very sorry.
But there were a few rooms left when I booked.
I'm really sorry. We didn't update the website in time, so I'm sorry for your inconvenience.
Well, in that case, there's nothing that can be done. Oh, sorry, Molly. I totally did not, manipulate this hotel manager and blackmail him in order to, make you not stay in this hotel or anything. Don't worry about it. That's the vibes I've been getting. And also the fact that on the store page it literally says that, that there might be a yandere in the story. But anyway, sorry, Molly. I should order it for you. Or I should order it for you? Or I should, Anyway, no, how is this Albert's fault? But where can I go find a place to stay? If you don't mind, would you like to stay in my place? My house is huge with lots of rooms. I literally live in a mansion. I'm literally part of the 1%. I'm a billionaire, apparently. Is that okay? Of course. Stay as long as you want, as long as you don't mind. No, I was going to stay overnight. You're welcome. Come on, let's go home. Albert? At that moment, I completely missed the eye contact between Albert and the hotel staff. I had forgotten he had a whole hotel floor for himself. I'm back! Young master, says Mr. Greg. Welcome back. Miss Molly, welcome to you as well. Mr. Greg, hello, it's been a long time. It's great that you look as healthy as ever. Thank you, miss. Or thanks to you, miss, rather. Greg, Molly be staying here for a while. Get her room ready. As ordered. Is that really true? Would it be too much trouble for you? No, instead I wish you could rely on me more. Like the old days. Albert. Alright. It's getting late. You must be tired. Hurry up and get some rest in your room. We'll have dinner later. Well... After dinner at Albert's house, we slept in our respective rooms. And by the way, another thing I noticed, the audio transition is not really good. It just kind of like cuts out, when they change songs. I don't know. Games, it's interesting so far. The story, I guess we'll see. It's building up to something, but definitely it's a little rough around the edges, I feel like. Anyway, small things. Well, this bed is enormous. The room is so big and the balcony is so luxurious. I came here to play when I was a kid, but I still think his house is over the top. I remember the forest outside, and now it's all covered in snow. It's chilly. I should close the window. Footsteps. What was that? Like poop poop poop? I don't know. How do you make footstep sounds? I guess you need like... I don't know. Anyway. Is there someone out there this late? Like, what's the sound like? What's the sound you would make in English, for footsteps? I don't know. Like, I don't know what that would be. I know for like, on radio, actually, when I think about it, like for like horses, whenever there needs to be like horse sounds for like a horse stepping on the road, people would use like coconuts, right? They would like hit coconuts together, and somehow that became the sound effect for horses for some reason, right? With horses that are walking around and running around. But like, it's like not realistic at all. They don't make that sound, but somehow that sound became associated with coconuts, hitting each other, because that's how they would like, emulate that on the radio, right? So, I don't know. That's just a random thought that I had. Anyway, a sense of unease washed over me, and I knew the footsteps were coming from the balcony. I quietly opened the cloth curtain, afraid something might appear from the balcony. It's okay, the balcony door is closed tight. However, when I opened the balcony, nothing appeared outside. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe it's just wild animals? Just as I was about to close the curtain, there was something concerning in the snow. It was a Christmas hat, just like this cursor. Not only that, but there was also some messy footprints on the ground. I would think that it was Santa Claus like the other kids, it was just a regular place. But this is Snowflake Island. Santa Claus never comes here, apparently. I don't know. I first thought of the urban legend circulating on Snowflake Island of the Christmas butcher that appears every Christmas month. No way, it's just an urban legend. And what's going on here? Either way, that hat and footprints look suspicious. However, there's a voice inside my head. Go on, follow it. No way. Knock knock. Molly, are you asleep? Save the game. Yeah, let's just save the game real quick. I guess I will follow the footprints. What's the worst that could happen? I ignore Albert and open the balcony. They'll just run into the snow like a crazy person. Boom. I'm assuming. Bang? I don't know. They're saying bang, but like I feel like it's not literally bang. When I think bang, I think of like a gunshot. I don't think it's bang in that sense. I guess you could like bang on the door. I guess in that sense. I don't know. Anyway, but I feel like it's more like a boom or like a thump or I don't know. Anyway, it's code. I turn on the flashlight on my phone and approach the footprints. It's really Santa's hat. There are footprints in the front. I followed the footprints all the way. At the same time, I found a few spots of blood on the floor in addition to footprints. This blood, whose is it?
I hope this isn't Chris's blood. Don't you know?
Who is it?
It's me.
The snow on the ground was slowly dyed red, turning into a sea of red.
Why is this happening? Do you remember me?
A huge shadow was approaching me. Bad ending too!
Buried memories.
Boop. And thus, we get murdered by the Christmas butcher, I guess. We got killed by Santa Claus. Wow. Well, that's a surprise though. I guess, I don't know. You would think, my theory was that Albert was the Christmas butcher, but if somebody else just killed her right there and then, I guess it wouldn't be Albert. I'm assuming Albert doesn't just want to straight up kill her, out of nowhere, really. That's too sudden, right? So I guess there's an actual Christmas butcher somewhere in the world, at least in this game, anyway. Oh, I guess we'll see. Maybe he's not the yandere. Maybe there's a different person around who's murdering people. I don't know. Let's go back. Let's time travel. Let's rewind. Take some water as well. I am live, by the way, right? Just thinking, like, I'm live, right? Like, I'm not live again, right? Because I was, again, I'm just, I'm thinking about it. But like, I streamed for like 2 hours already. It wasn't actually live. Whatever. Anyway. Okay. So, let's go back here. Let us not follow the footprints to our doom. Let's just, like a normal person, I guess, just like talk to Albert. I closed the curtain and dashed to the door of my room. As soon as I opened the door, I saw a reassuring face. Albert. Molly? Why is your face so pale? Did something happen? I told Albert about what just happened. But when we opened the curtains again, the hat and the footprints had disappeared. Oh, okay, that was just mysterious. Huh? Why is it gone? Molly, did you see strange things again? Did you take your meds? No, I saw it for real. You've been like this for a while. What? Come with me. Albert walked out of the room holding my hand. As we have this CG. Here we go. Chocolate milk? Well, it's not as well as you did, though. I took the mug and the warmth of the hot chocolate milk reassured me. It tastes good. Really? That's great. You feel better? Yes, I feel a lot better now. I'm really stressed out. Maybe that was just an hallucination. Poor baby, you're really exhausted. He patted my head, I guess. Touched my head, patted my head, which is such a trope in Japanese media, and particularly anime. Like head pats, which I feel like is just not a thing in real life, but somehow it's just always a thing in anime. There's a time when you were like this too, often saying you saw strange things, and I was so worried. Is that so? I don't remember. You said you saw Santa hats, blood, and Santa Claus with a knife, and you always had bad dreams. Now I remember. I've had strange visions from time to time after the accidental death of my adopted parents and the disappearance of the relatives. It's especially bad in the Christmas months. After leaving Snowflake Island and leading a busy life, I gradually forgot about it. Actually, I thought you would never come back to Snowflake Island. Because what happened to your adopted parents and relatives hurt you so much. Although I'm happy to see you, I'm also worried about you. Albert, even so, I don't want you to hate this place. I'm trying to keep all the good memories and the good things you like on Snowflake Island. I'm glad my family owns this island, I'm glad to be born rich, with a silver spoon. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm just jealous that he's rich. Eat the rich. No, I'm glad my family owns this island, so it can do so much for you. It would be a lie to say there are no scars. I often think about that time, even after I left Snowflake Island. I miss him so much. But it's also scary. I only came back with you because you came back, Albert. Because Albert is the only person who cares about me the most, besides my adopted family, but they're all dead, so whatever. I look dumb, right? You always relied on me before, but now I always need your help. Silly girl. Molly's Molly. In my eyes, you're still the same gentle, kind Molly. I'm hoping you rely on me as much as possible. You're the most important person to me, too. I didn't know what this forehead kiss meant and closed my eyes sheepishly. Now that you're back, I've got to get this place in order. I'll ensure you can live comfortably without any more annoying and sad things. Hey, that's too much. How can you do that? Well, it's easy. You know, I have money. I have all the money in the world to do anything I want. I can get away with everything. You know, it's like, laws don't apply to me. No, of course I can. I'm the owner of this island. That moment, I noticed his eyes were slightly different than usual. Alright, Molly, you should go to sleep. Also, my sprite changed back to my default sprite because they didn't want to pay the artist. To get like a sprite for his like pajamas or whatever. What was he wearing? Actually, I didn't pay attention actually what he was exactly wearing, but I'm assuming he's wearing something different. Anyway, well, I'm a little tired. Do you want me to carry you to bed? No need. Okay. Good night, Molly. Good night, Albert. There's sound effects actually. Sometimes it says on the dialogue the actual sound effect, but it does play actually. I don't know. Maybe it's just my my earbuds, but it's a little bit low. The music's really loud to me, but like the sound effects are really low. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, gotta get busy tomorrow. Oh boy, here I go yandering again. No, Molly, did you sleep well yesterday? I slept pretty good after talking to you. Well, why don't we sleep together tonight? I could talk to you every night. What are you talking about? You look so cute when you're blushing. I'm just kidding. Oops. It looks like I'm leaving. Where are you going? I have some temporary work, but I'll return soon. You can stay on the island for a while or stay here. I'll leave now. See you later. Goodbye, hug. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh. We were childhood friends, but after I returned this time, our distance became strange. Is it just me, or have I not seen him for too long? If this continues, I'm afraid I'll have other thoughts about it. Okay. Well. No, let's not think about it too much. Let's walk around. Where to go? Let's not, have a relationship with a childhood friend, because obviously the childhood friend never wins. Unless they're a choice, I guess. Dating sim, but otherwise, usually in most stories, the childhood friend never wins. Let's go to the grave. Apparently that's our first destination, the graveyard, which I guess isn't that strange at all. Actually, I'm assuming we're visiting our parents. Yeah, I'm gonna visit my adopted parents. I bought some. I remember this word, hydrangeas or hydrangeas, right? Hydrangeas? How do you pronounce this again? I remember seeing this word so many times in my other playthrough. In Men Have Rafflesia, and its sequel, a dice cycle. But hydrangeas, right? Hydrangeas is how you say that? I want to say hydrangia, Hydrangia. That sounds cool, but no, it's hydrangea. I bought some hydrangeas that they liked from a nearby florist. Graveyard. The headstones are rarely dusty. Is anyone cleaning them regularly? Someone's face comes to mind. I placed the flowers I was holding on my adopted parents' graves. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy. How are you? I'm sorry I haven't come to see you for so long. How are you guys doing? I brought you your favorite flowers, and I remember when you put hydrangeas in the cafe. I just quit my job. It's really not so easy to live in the city. The rent is really high. Snowflake Island is more comfortable. It's just, you're all gone. Okay, I'm assuming this is a flashback. One Christmas. On that day, my adopted parents and I were on our way to celebrate Christmas. I'm looking forward to it. What will Mommy and Daddy get me for Christmas? Molly foster father. What? That's a weird way to translate that, but sure. Hey, it's a secret. I want to know. Can't you tell me first? No, that's a surprise. By the way, is your little boyfriend coming tonight?
Oh, you mean the little son from the Claus's family? You should marry him, he's rich. You should really freaking marry him, take all his money. No,
he's not my boyfriend. Haha. I said nah. My doll. Molly? Dad, my doll fell out. Can you stop the car?
Oh, alright, you wait for Dad.
Molly, don't walk out on your own. Here it is. Mommy and Daddy, I got it. Ah yes, another bang, by the way. It's more like a crash. As I turned my head with the doll, an out-of-control car behind me suddenly crashed into our car. How unfortunate. But also, well, it's fortunate for us, in a way, because if we did not get out of the car, we wouldn't have, gotten in the car crash, I feel like. But then again, it's because they had to stop, right? Is what I'm assuming. I'm trying to visualize what's exactly happening. Because, I guess they were in a car ride, and apparently she was playing with her doll, but it fell out the window or something. And that's why they stopped the car. I don't know. Daddy, Mommy. I approached the car, and the two calling my name a second before didn't move a muscle. Until the ambulance came, I tried to wake them up, but they never responded to me again. That's how I watched my adopted parents die in front of me. Tragic.
Oh, that's the girl, isn't it? Mr. and Mrs. Huss's adoptive daughter. Yeah, she's the only one who's not hurt at all. And why isn't she crying? It's ominous. I adopt such orphans.
Oh, come on. My son goes to the same school as her. Okay, just relatives who are incredibly insensitive. You guys, gossiping at someone's funeral is not suitable, right?
What? Whose case is this? How rude! Hey, he's of the Claus family.
Sorry, you're rich, so, I can't do anything because you have money. It's ominous that you're staying on the island. Ominous? Or maybe it's I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to say with that. Like, maybe, he's saying, like, you're rude, basically, so you shouldn't be on the island or something like that. The women who had been talking so much immediately bowed their heads and dared not to speak. Albert walked right up to the stone chair without even looking at them. Molly. Albert. I looked at him and wanted to thank him for speaking for me, but I couldn't speak a word. He sat beside me. Would you like some hot chocolate milk? He pulled a cup out of nowhere. This is my first time brewing chocolate milk, so I wonder if it's good. I took the cup and took a sip. A wave of warmth entered my body, awakening it in an instant. Wait. The tears I cried last night came out again. Greg, give me the umbrella and leave us alone. Young master, you'll catch a cold if you sit here too long. Can't you see? I have to be here with her. I see. We'll wait for you in the car. I was drinking hot chocolate milk and crying. The tears added flavor. I don't know how long I cried, except that the funeral guests had all left, but Albert was still sitting beside me. He kept holding my cold hand. I still remember what he said. I hope I'm the one who hates Christmas. This is your favorite holiday, and I hope you're smiling. I'll always be there for you. Why is the memory so vivid after coming to Snowflake Island? That's why I've been afraid to come back. Not only that, but I forgot something very important. And once I remember, I can't go back. Alright. Text message. Molly. Albert, aren't you working? Are you crying? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you stalking me? Why am I crying for no reason? Liar. Oh, okay. It's right here. You're obviously crying. Why are you here? Just now, Greg told me that you asked him about where to sell hydrangeas. I figured you'd be visiting your adopted parents. He placed a hydrangea in front of the grave. It's been a long time, Mrs. Huss and Mr. Huss. If you're working, you should focus on your work. So why are you asking me about my schedule? You're the one who came to visit Mr. and Mrs. Huss without calling me. I'm at least their future son-in-law. What? Son-in-law? Who's gonna marry you? Despite them having such a, deep relationship. It's like, no, we're just friends. Just friend zone. No. Molly. Albert approached me and reached out to wipe away my tears. Now that you're back, don't cry alone. I'll keep you company. We'll face what you don't want to face together. Take your time. My heart, my heart beat, uncontrollably, not beating. My heart beat uncontrollably. Why is he always so gentle with me? It's as if he actually wants to marry me or something. Isn't that weird? We're just friends. Like you were with me, or like when you were with me on the day of the funeral? Uh-huh, yeah. You remember. Of course. The hot chocolate milk you made that day was so bad, it's hard to forget. Oh, how rude. The cup I made last night wasn't, or the cup you made, not I made, the cup you made last night was an improvement. Well, then you must inherit a cafe soon, or I won't be able to drink hot chocolate milk at all. Or you can marry me and flush me with the hot chocolate milk every day. Or is it, or what? Well, maybe she did make it. I don't remember actually. I thought he made it. I don't know. Anyway, now stop making jokes in front of my adopted parents' graves. I told you, I'm serious. After that, Albert went back in a hurry because of work. He didn't really need to come, although I'm a little happy. Thanks to him, I'm not drowning in sad memories. There's still time. Where should I go? Well, we don't really have a choice. We just have one option, really. I don't know, I'm going to save anyway. Shopping Street. It's been a while since I've been back, so what has the shopping street become? Looking at the shops alone, most of them are still intact except for the newly registered shops. That's great. It's the same as before. Itsu demo anata no something. I don't know. I don't know kanji, which is basically 90% of the Japanese language is kanji, so I can't read it. Anyway, itsumo anata no something ni. I don't know. Like always you, or maybe like we always appreciate your, your patronage or something like that. I'm assuming. Maybe not. Anyway, I walked to the grocery store I used to go when I was a kid to buy coffee beans for my parents. Mrs. Moon is still not here? Welcome! No, it is Molly. Mrs. Moon. It's been a long time. You've grown up so much. Hey, Mrs. Moon. You're still as young as ever. You're so sweet. Well, I'm assuming Mrs. Moon. I'm assuming because she knows her when she was a kid and everything. I'm assuming Mrs. Moon is actually old. Anyway, is your city life going well? I just quit my job. The city life didn't suit me. Oh, so you come back to run the cafe? How did you know? Oh, no, I just guessed it, that's all. After all, when you were a kid, you always said you wanted to run a cafe like your parents. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Moon, have you heard from my aunt and uncle? At that time, they suddenly disappeared, and I thought they had gone to the city. But I need help finding them even though I've tried to see them in the city. Well, why do you have to call them now? Haven't they abandoned you? Oh, that's true, but they are my adopted parents' relatives. My only relatives. Mrs. Moon, do you know anything about it? No. Sweat drops from my brow and looks around. I don't know anything about it. Why is she acting a little weird? She's got that twinkle in her eye. Molly, don't hang on to the bad ones. Just forget about them, okay? Even if you say so. Okay, I'm almost ready to pick up my son. Can we talk later? If you decide to inherit the cafe, I promise I'll come by every day. Okay, well, goodbye, Mrs. Moon. I stepped out of the grocery store, puzzled by Mrs. Moon's reaction. Why is she acting like she knew I was coming back? She gets flustered when I talk about my aunt and uncle. What's going on? How strange. Alright, going to the next place. We're going to school, everybody. Time to learn. Maybe. No, probably not. It's been a while since I've been back. Let's visit my alma mater. Alma mater? That word? My alma mater? I actually am not sure if that's a word. I've heard of like alumni, I guess, but that's usually referring to the people. Oh, anyway. Maybe that's a word. When I arrived at the school gate, it was about time for the students to leave. As Christmas break is approaching, students are excitedly discussing their holiday plans. They look happy. I used to go to the same school as Albert, and he used to hang out, or rather, he used to hang around me after school. Since my aunt and uncle who cared for me didn't like me very much, I went to Albert's house after school to do my homework and play games to avoid them. It wasn't until one Christmas when Aunt and Uncle suddenly disappeared that I decided to stay and live in the city, and Albert went to study abroad. In that case, we spent almost daily together on the island. Silly girl. Okay, this is a reminder of that real quick. Of that CG. Why am I suddenly remembering what happened last night? I stood there like a fool, red-faced. Oh, okay, here's Sharon, by the way. Oh. Molly. I looked up and a female teacher stood before me. It's my old classmate, Sharon. Sharon? Molly, it's been a long time. When did you get back? I just got back yesterday. I didn't even know you were a teacher here. Well, yeah. It's been a long time. You've gotten prettier. You're worthy of living in the city. You too, Sharon. You're as cute as ever. By the way, are you and Paul still seeing each other? Paul. I broke up with him. I don't even know where he is now. Oh. Hey, Molly. Are you free tomorrow night? Let's go catch up. I asked my old classmates out too. Is that really possible? Of course. Everyone must be dying to see you. Is that so? Well, yeah. Great. See you tomorrow night. I'll send you a message with the address. Okay. I'm so happy that someone still remembers me after so many years away. It's good to be back. Maybe I should ask Albert too. He used to go to the same school. I wonder if Sharon's truly our friend. You know, I don't know. I'm just paranoid now, you know? Albert does have a lot of influence and everything. I wonder if he's influenced, you know, the inhabitants of the island to, like, be nice to her, you know? I don't know. When I returned to Albert's, he was already waiting for me. Welcome back. Now stop hugging me every time we meet. My heart's beating too fast. Oh, I see. Albert lets go in disappointment. I can see his dog ears droop. He looks like a big puppy. Well, guess who I met at school today? I was so excited to tell Albert about my day, I thought he would smile and be happy for me like usual. But as soon as he finished listening, he gave a stony expression. Don't go. What? I said, you can't go to that party. Why? Don't you know Sharon and the others too? We used to be friends. I don't want you to go. They're not nice people. What are you talking about? Did they do something to you? No. Then why are you angry? It's amazing that after all this time, someone remembers me and wants to see me. Am I not good enough for you? What? Molly, sometimes I just want to lock you up. Albert? Okay, what? You approach me with a different aura than usual. I want to keep you where only I can reach you. And no one else can find you. Only I can be with you. He held his hand out to me. I leave. This is creepy. I back off. I step back unconsciously and Albert was surprised by this. The outstretched hand stopped in midair then slowly dropped. I'm just kidding. Don't be scared. How sad, Molly. I'm just... If you want to, go ahead. It's your freedom. Or it's your freedom? Or you're free to choose? Or something like that? Or whatever. Just remember to come back early. Just remember to come back early, though. Albert, are you sure you don't want to come? No. That's all. Have fun tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night. Back to the usual Albert. What happened to him just now? Why doesn't he like the old classmates? What happened between them? I wonder. Oh, okay. The next day, Albert woke up and ate breakfast with me as if nothing had happened. Then he went to work alone again. 7:00 p.m. I followed the address Sharon gave me and arrived at the restaurant. Molly, this way. Sharon waved warmly at me as soon as she saw me, and some familiar faces were sitting next to me. In fact, I've been concerned about Albert's words since yesterday, fearing that there might be some danger as he said. But I was relieved to see they're all the old classmates that I knew. Albert was just a worrywart, I guess. Molly, how's life in the city? Yes, come on, share with us. Let me share it with you guys, or let me tell you, I guess. It was like going back to school. Had a great time talking to everyone. I didn't notice how Sharon was looking at me. I thought you have all forgotten about me. Thank you all for asking me out to dinner. How could we forget? Molly's our best friend. Yeah, we all miss you. It's impossible to forget you after all that's happened. What has happened? Did you forget? Why can't I see well all of a sudden? My head is heavy. Why is everyone looking at me? Who are those boys coming in outside? Okay, wait a minute. This is pretty dark. If I, assuming that I'm thinking, how this usually goes. But anyway. Boom. Tick tock, tick tock. It's code. Where am I? Molly. Good morning. Sharon? I slowly opened my eyes and saw Sharon sitting not far away. Okay. Well, I guess we were, friggin' drugged, I guess. Where's this? I was awakened by the surroundings. It was a basement-like room without a window, with only an intermittently flickering light bulb hanging in the middle. Why am I here? I can't move. I realized that my limbs were tied up. Why is this happening? Sharon, what's going on? Oh, Molly. You're still as naive as ever. As it turns out, Albert was right, by the way. Did you do this? I realized there were two big men standing behind Sharon. Sharon, the girl boss. Where are the others? They all went home. You don't think that our old classmates consider you a friend, do you? But weren't we all having a good time? I'm laughing my ass off. Looks like everyone had a good acting skill. Everyone was a good actor. I just hired them and paid them a little money to help with the show. My mind is in a state of confusion. Why would you do such a thing? For revenge, of course. Revenge? It's because of you that Paul walked away from me, and it was so wrong. Didn't you say that you broke up with him? Huh, break up? Why would I? How dare you ask about him yesterday? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. Shut up. Paul was banished from Snowflake Island forever for bullying you back then, and was so severely injured that even off-island he's not doing well. It's not just Paul. It's a lot of people. But anyone who bullies you a little doesn't end up well. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I don't even remember being bullied. Of course you don't remember, because there's your damn guardian knight, Albert Claus. Did you say Albert? You're just a poor orphan, but then you hooked up with Claus's little son. You feel good when protecting, or you feel good when you're protected by him, right? Poor orphan. Is that how you always saw me? Of course. Do you think I really consider you a friend? We all knew before you went to school that you're adopted, and the only one who survived a traffic accident, and that even your adopted parents' relatives. Don't you think you look like a plague? With a surprise, you're so happy to go to school. So you were bullying me. Is that a problem? We just don't like you. A guy like Albert Claus is a psychopath too. To have a crush on you. Even the guy who said something about you behind your back got revenge. The only reason the rest of us will talk to you is that we're all scared. Every time she said that, it was like a pinprick in her heart. Or a pinprick in my heart, rather. I never knew I was so hated by other people. You're the chilling one. What? It's obvious that you're doing something horrible, but you're just justifying yourself. It's not enough to have no empathy for others who are not doing well, but to look down on them and see others doing well and feel discontented. You guys are just jealous of me. What did you say, you crazy bitch? Also, I'm still determining what Albert did, but I'm glad he stepped up for me. Please don't insult him. Don't insult him. Do you know how vicious he is? You fucking bitch. This is swearing. You two, give her a lesson. I need to make Claus feel like it's like to have, or I need to make Claus feel like what it's, can't read. I need to make Claus feel what it's like to have a loved one hurt, too. The two big men behind Sharon nodded silently, then came towards me. Go away. Damn, the rope is too tight. Come on, someone help me. I closed my eyes in fear as I watched the two big men prepare to remove my clothes. Don't. Schmack. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was. I could see the two big men kick to the ground and passed out. Hiya! He's a freaking baseball bat. Good. Alright, Albert to the rescue. Damn. They almost touched my girl. The back in front of me made me feel more at ease. Or the back? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like his back, rather. The back in front of me made me feel more at ease. Albert! You know my advice is right, don't you? I nodded desperately and wept unconsciously because I was so relieved. Sharon Murga, I can't believe you're still out there. Huh, I put up with this for so many years, just for today. Albert pulls a spiked bat from nowhere and puts it against Sharon's neck. Shut up. I want to clarify first. Because you have a bit of a misunderstanding of the definition of bullying. Putting trash in other people's lockers, writing insulting sentences on other people's desks, and ruining other people's gym clothes and textbooks. Is that what you call a little bit of bullying, right? What's he talking about? Why didn't I notice anything? Then I remember that my locker and table were suddenly clean, and I blamed Albert for wiping off my locker's treasure stickers. So he's been hiding these things from me. It was all just a joke. It's just a joke, right? Is it a joke that your beloved Paul tried to drop a potted plant on Molly's head? I've been most gracious in keeping him alive. But his girlfriend is trying to get revenge on me. And tying Molly up in this horrible room. You have to be kidding me. Now that your two bodyguards are gone, do you still want revenge? Albert gave me a horrible look I'd never seen before. I should have stopped him, but I didn't open my mouth. Huh, I figured it would be like this. Do I really have no way to deal with you? I felt the sound of running coming from behind me and immediately reacted. Albert, watch out! I think she said like, I think she said rather, did you think that I didn't have anything prepared, to fight you, whatever. Hello, Adriana, by the way. Cool, cool. I mean, he is pretty badass, though I do wonder about his methods. Anyway, I moved my body hard to knock Albert off his feet, but it was still too late. Ah. The man in the back stabbed Albert, and blood flowed from Albert's body. Oh no. Albert! Albert sat on the floor in pain. The rope came off my body at some point and immediately flew to his side. Somehow we just hulked out and just like ripped off the rope. Doki doki. No. No. It hurts. You can't hurt him. Finally managed to hurt you, so now you know what pain is. I look at the wounds in Albert's back. The sounds around me began to fade. It was like a red filter has been added to my eyes, and it was getting red. They did this. I'm okay, Molly. Don't need to worry. Well, go ahead and be a hero. Now I send you both to hell. Molly. Molly. With her red eyes, the woman named Molly deflected the man's attack with her bat without saying a word. We fucking parried! What the heck? It's Sekiro now. Deflect. She hit the big man desperately with strength not commensurate with her power. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Like a cyborg, she said repetitive words while attacking without stopping. She didn't hit the two men knocked unconscious at the beginning. Oh, freaking. Several people's blood splattered on Molly, and she was covered in it, just like the butcher. Okay. Not only did she freaking like kill, and to be fair, the first guy was at least self-defense, but the other two guys were unconscious, and she freaking smashed their heads in. What the heck? Damn it, what's wrong with her? No, I'll get mine first. As Sharon prepares to attack the wounded Albert, Molly runs like the wind and knocks Sharon away. Don't hurt him, don't hurt him, don't hurt him. She kept hitting Sharon and didn't stop even though she begged for mercy. No, please, don't hit me anymore. Molly ignored her and was ready to keep fighting. A needle stabbed Molly in the neck, causing Molly to stop instantly. Alright, that's enough. Okay. Good girl. It's time to go to sleep. Wow. My blood still really works. It might be better to kiss you directly next time. Okay, what is this? What's going on? Something about blood and the need? I don't know. Albert pulls the syringe out and lets Molly fall into his arms. So that's why I didn't want you at the party. But this successfully proves that I'm the most important person to you. Well, it hurts. Luckily, I've been working my muscles so the knife didn't go too deep. Is that how it works? Can you, like, bulk out, and, like, get resistant to stab wounds? I don't know if that's how it works. I feel like a knife would still go into your body just as easily, You just flesh, isn't it? I don't know, anyway. I can still carry you to bed easily. Don't worry. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of it for you. Same as 10 years ago. Huh. Interesting. Well. Morning! The sun is so bright outside. I open my eyes and try to get up from the bed, but the muscles in my body hurt like hell. That hurts. Molly, are you awake? Albert was sleeping on the edge of the bed, holding my hand the entire time. Just go back. Don't worry, is this wholesome now? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the murder, by the way. And like, apparently Molly is like deranged, and she needs to have blood transfusions in order to stay sane, apparently? I don't know. Albert, why am I here? Looking at the tape on his face, the events of last night played out in my head like a walking light. My memory is still blurred, but the image of Albert being wounded is the only one that's very clear. Hey. I immediately hugged the man before me, fearing he was just a hallucination on my part. Oh great, you're alive. My back, it hurts. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm terrified. I was terrified. I thought I lost you. Oh, calm down, my girl. I'm stronger than you think. Because you were stabbed and I was so scared that I fainted. I was just a little scratched, Apparently she doesn't remember her killing spree, by the way. Really? Did you get it checked out properly? Are there any other injuries? I'm fine. It's just that my hands and face is scratched. Do you hate me because of this? Are you kidding me? You're still handsome. What did you say? Nothing. By the way, I don't remember what happened after you were stabbed. You don't remember anything? Yeah, I was really shocked. Well, how did you leave after that? Well, I stood up and fought back. You're such a big dummy. Why didn't you just run away when you were hurt? Because they hurt my baby. Baby. Forget it. What about afterwards? Were they still hurting you? Oh, how can they hurt me? You forgot that I was trained as a child, right? Also, they're dead. They're 6 feet under, but don't worry about it. I have forgotten that Albert, a descendant of the Claus family, has been undergoing rigorous training with his brother since childhood to protect himself. Apparently, despite his shonen look, apparently he has just six-pack abs and gigantic biceps, supposedly. He has a Giga Chad physique, despite being like a typical shonen, feminine boy. But anyway, I knocked them out and handed them over to the police. You don't say. More like you handed them, you handed them to the morgue. I'm super relieved you aren't injured again. I breathed a sigh of relief, but immediately felt self-conscious. It's my fault for trusting people too quickly and not listening to you properly. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have attended the gathering. How can it be your fault? That bitch crossed the line. My heart vaguely tingles when I think about what Sharon said to me last night. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I never knew I was being hated. They hated me so much that they needed to do all these horrible things. Hey, Albert, am I that annoying? Of course not. How can you be annoying? You're the most gentle and kind person I've ever met in the world. Although, a little naive, you're the cutest. Don't listen to that crazy guy. They're just jealous of you. Humans are so ugly. Accept me. Accept me. Albert, why didn't you tell me about my bullying? I didn't want you to get hurt. But you don't have to stand up for me. You'll also get resented, right? I don't care what people think. The only thing I care about is your feelings. I just want you to smile at me. He said with a relaxed look, as if it was a matter of course. In addition, as a member of the Islander family, It would be so shameful that I cannot even protect the people beside me. Am I really worth this? Of course. You're the most important person in my life. What? Stop playing around. I'm being serious. I've liked you since the old days. You're my one and only one. My brain went blank and the temperature on my face gradually rose. Molly, look at me. Do I look like I'm joking, like the Joker from Batman? You know? Why so serious? Now Albert's eyes looked straight at me. I'm sure that he was not joking. I always cared about you. Why? Why do you like me? I don't know, because you're the protagonist of this game. No, all of it. Albert came close to me. I love what you do for me. The chocolate milk you make for me. All your looks and your voice. I love everything about you. So, Molly, do you love me too? He leaned close to my ear and whispered. My brain was instantly softened into a calm flower. Answer me. No, save the game. Alright, before I make this decision, actually, I want to go back, to be honest. Because I was wondering what happened if that... There's that decision, right? Way back here. I was wondering if I chose the other option, if it mattered, right? When he was, like, reaching out his hand. I don't know if this choice mattered or not. Let's see. I guess... Well, what happens if we stand still? I stood still and looked at Albert. He reached out and touched my face. Oh, CG. It's hard to leave me when you finally come back. I'm just going to a party. I'll be back afterwards. Why is he giving a sad face? So you're not going to listen to me? The hand that had been on my face pinched my chin. Albert, what happened to you? Molly, why don't you understand me? I'm the only one who's really nice to you. That hurts. Albert. Ah, that's cute. I'm going crazy, Molly. I grabbed Albert's hand and tried to struggle. Well, you can go if you want to. He loosened his hand and gave a smirking expression. Why are you doing this? I'm just worried about you. Just don't come back too late. That's it. Have fun tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night. Back to the usual Albert. What the hell just happened to him? Okay, so this is to be the same, actually. Okay. So that choice, I guess, didn't really matter. Gave you an extra CG, I guess, but otherwise, that's it. Alright, back here. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to think, actually. How many endings are in this game? I feel like we're nearing the end already, I feel like. I don't know. But apparently there are 4 endings this game. There's 2 bad endings, seems like. You know, there's a character I haven't seen yet, by the way. I see like a character in the screenshots. Maybe the game isn't over yet. I don't know. Well, okay. We already got the bad endings, right? So we got the ending where, like in the very beginning, we got the bad ending where she left. Or rather, she didn't leave. Rather, she stayed, actually. To continue her work. And that's like a, early bad ending, joke ending, or whatever. The other bad ending was when she walked out of the balcony and got killed, apparently. So where you got bad endings? So there's only a normal ending and the best ending left, apparently. Or it says here in the itch.io page, it says beast ending. I don't know that. I don't think it means. I don't think it's beast ending. It's best ending. It's a typo. Anyway. All right. Well, basically, I mean, I don't know. Like, basically, he's been helping us this entire time. He's a little bit misunderstood, I guess. It seemed like he's just a creepy stalker. But, like, Albert was really just trying to help us from behind the scenes. But when you think about it, isn't that a little manipulative? And I feel like, doing everything behind the scenes to make him, look good, basically. So, what if we just keep silent? I wanted to answer, but mine was so confused that I couldn't even make a sound. Do I like Albert too? Oh, you don't have to say anything. I know about your feelings. Molly, you're so cute. Okay, I feel like that didn't matter, I guess. Albert moved his body back to the bed and looked at me with joy. Let's go on a date on Christmas Eve, shall we? Date? Yeah. I hope our first day was the day to remember. What do you think? You said our first day. Yes, first day of relationship. You know, we've never been consent to this yet, but apparently we're in a relationship already. Have we already confirmed our feelings for each other? My brain is again in disarray, unable to say half a word. Well, it looks like my baby needs some time to digest. My baby. No, that's translated. Anyway, he gently stroked my reddened face with a smug smile. I'll take that as a promise and be ready for Christmas. You just stay here and get well. Where are you going? Oh, some things still need to be finished. Alright. What, you already miss me? A little. Albert looked surprised and happy, as if he heard something unique. Molly, I really didn't know you're so good at pampering. Are you trying to seduce me? I feel excited. What should I do? I don't want to leave you alone. Mwah. Okay. Albert gave me a light kiss on the forehead. I'll be back soon. Be good and wait for me. If you need anything, just talk to Greg or call me. Okay. I watched Albert's figure disappear behind the door, my heart still beating fiercely because of what had just happened. So, Albert and I are now a couple? Before I came here, I didn't expect to go this far with him. I thought we would always be a little closer than friends. Although I did have a crush on him, I didn't think Albert would have such strong feelings for me. Not to mention that he's done so much for me. I'd like to do something for him if I could. What do you mean when you said he liked what I did for him? I decided to walk around the house to clear my mind. Although my body still hurts, walking around a little should be fine. No one's there. Is everyone resting? A figure flashed on the other side of the corridor. Who's there? It's me.
It's me.
Come here. Who's talking? I looked around, but there's no one in sight. I don't think I'm hallucinating after I fainted yesterday, right? I'm here. Although I couldn't see clearly, a red figure was on the other side of the corridor. Who are you? Come and catch me. Wait, I recognize that voice. I heard that sound the first night I came here. As expected, a red hat appeared on the floor of the corridor. The Christmas Butcher. His name comes to my mind. No way. Why is it appearing here? Maybe it's a thief from somewhere, but this is Claus's home, where security is tight, and no outsiders are likely to enter. I decided to follow the suspicious figure. Wait a minute! It looked like it wanted to play ghost hunting with me and jump down the stairs as fast as it could. Stop it! But my muscles don't listen to me, and my body hurts when I run. When my body was about to fall down, somebody held my body. Are you okay? Who is it? Alright. Okay. Another Bishonen? A rival, maybe? I don't know. A familiar figure caught my eye. Oh, Liam, I guess. It's you, Molly. He's... Brother Liam? Oh, okay. Liam Claus. He is Albert's second brother. I used to see him when I came to Albert's house. It's been a long time. You've grown up a lot. You've become so mature too, Brother Liam. Liam Nielsen? Is that? I think that's an actor, right? I don't know. I don't know movies, but I feel like Liam Nielsen. I think that is a name of a celebrity. I think. I don't know, actually. Anyway, Brother Liam is still as cool as ever. Although I know he's not bad, I get very nervous whenever I talk to him. Albert said that you went abroad. Are you coming back early? No. I just returned to get my stuff and I'll leave later. Oh, I get it. It looks like the kid got what he wanted. What? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Why'd you run down in such a hurry? I thought I saw someone suspicious and thought I'd go after them. Suspicious people. This house wouldn't let bugs in so easily. Are you mistaken? Bugs? Maybe I'm just too tired. You should take care of yourself. Otherwise, something will happen, and someone will go crazy. Is he referring to Albert? Aethra? Liam, you're walking too fast. Suddenly, a pink-haired girl appeared behind Liam. Miss Aethra? She's the maid who used to follow Liam. Oh, isn't this little Molly? It's been a long time. Aethra is now my fiancée. Oh, okay. You could just marry your maid. Good. What? Hey, Liam, we agreed not to disclose it first, right? She's close to us, so there's no need to hide. I always thought the relationship was slightly different from the normal master-servant relationship. Maybe they roleplay behind those doors. Anyway, congratulations to you two. I'm so happy to meet you again, sweetheart. You've grown up, become even more beautiful. Aethra excitedly took my hand, and she was as kind as ever. Oh, thank you. So does Miss Aethra. Huh? The scent. Her expression suddenly became a bit stunned. Why does little Molly smell like this? What? Am I stinky? Impossible. You're clearly human. Are you... Scent? What is she talking about? She showed a worried expression I looked so hard to explain. Miss Aethra? Aethra. I don't know how to pronounce that still. Aethra? I guess I'll say Aethra. Aethra. Liam gently patted Aethra on the back. It's okay. Aethra is just worried that you don't look too well. It's because something happened last night. You better go to rest. Don't exhaust your body. We're leaving now. So fast? Aren't you going to see Albert? We can see each other whenever we want, but we are in a hurry. Let's go, Aethra. But... I don't want to repeat myself. Alright. Little Molly, I'm leaving. You must take good care of your health. Sure, you guys take care too. Also, remember to ignore that voice. It's not real, the voice is inside your head. Don't listen to it. What? I thought it didn't explain any further. Instead, she just gave me a reluctant hug and left with Liam. What does she mean? Is there anything on me? Liam, I smelled something in little Molly. Did you know all along? Yes. It was a long time ago. If it's not handled quickly... Don't worry. Her antidote is right beside her. I guess we have an idea what that means. Because of what happened before. I returned to the room in disbelief. Although my body still hurts a little, I don't want to stay in the house like this. The figure of the suspected Christmas butcher fills my mind. I wonder if I can find something related in the library. Also, I have to go prepare a Christmas gift to Albert. Where am I going? We're going to the library, I guess. Whoop. Let's go to the library. Library. It's been a long time since I've been here, and it's gotten more prominent again. The library was also built by the Clauses family. Albert and I used to come here occasionally to study. It'd be nice to ask him to come here and read a book together someday. I almost forgot why I came. I need to find information about the Christmas butcher soon. However, I've searched almost the entire library and there's no relevant literature, only some less credible interview reports. Oh, that's all there is to it. There should be more practical books. Or is it really just my illusion? Or... They keep saying illusion, by the way. In every translation, by the way, any kind of game translated from Japanese or Chinese, like whatever, to like English, they always say illusion. But I think it's hallucination, not illusion. It's always weird to say hallucination. Anyway, is it really just my illusion or like imagination rather? That also works, I guess. It's either hallucination or imagination, and they never use the right word. Anyway, or is it really just my imagination? Yeah, that's the right word. While I was deep in thought, I accidentally bumped into someone else. The information in my hands were scattered all over the floor. Sorry, I was thinking about something. I didn't see you. Okay, mysterious boy. It's fine. The person in front of me was a boy with a school uniform who looked younger than me. This school uniform does not belong to the school on this island. Is he a traveler? He helped me pick up the paper on the floor and stared straight at me. Wow, what a beautiful face. He's simply stunning, unlike a human. Unlike a human? Well, that's kind of weird. This is a weird thing to say. Thank you. Looks like you're in trouble. Oh no, I just couldn't find the information I was looking for. May I ask you a question? What question? What do you think about... Does human curiosity lead to good or bad things? Why is he suddenly asking a stranger this kind of inexplicable question? It's okay if you don't want an answer. Could this be his homework? Because he can't think of an answer, he has to ask someone else's opinion, right? Fine, it's just a question. Save the game. Let's say... bad things? It's terrible. After all, some facts are better not to know. He closed his eyes and thought for a moment. Thank you for answering my question. Then again, it's not my homework. Huh? It's for you. I finished reading it. What's this? There should be something here that you want to know. I took the picture book in his hand. The book's title is The Legendary Island, and the picture book seems very old. Although the book is incomplete, the rest is up to you. Who are you? How do you know what I want to know? As soon as I looked up, the boy in the school uniform disappeared. You okay? Just introduce a character only for them to go away. I mean, the same with Liam, I guess, I feel like. I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of Liam, I feel like. Where is he going? What a strange kid. Where did this picture book come from? I forget it. Anyway, this is the only reference to see what can be done. I opened the picture book, and the text inside was handwritten in addition to the illustrations. A long, long time ago, there was a place called Mammy Island. Mammy? It's a small island with beautiful scenery, rich resources, and most importantly, a habitat for mermaids near the coast. The mermaids on Mammy Island could translate into human form, and some of them went to human cities to experience human life. One day, a wealthy businessman wandered onto the island and was rescued by one of the mermaids. The businessman is getting better with the care of the mermaid, or was getting better with the care of the mermaid, and soon after, the two fell in love and had their child. The man decided to settle here, so he bought the island and built a residence and some constructions. Besides him and the mermaids, a few selected humans live on the island too. But to prevent the presence of outsiders who have designs on mermaids, or have designs on mermaids, or maybe have like malicious, ideas about the mermaids, the businessman had put in place several measures to conceal the presence of mermaids. But the happiness only lasted 10 years. A group of outsiders had invaded the island. Their target was the mermaids. The businessman tried to stop them The businessman tried to stop them and tried to protect his children and his wife. But in the end, the businessman died in the dispute. The mermaid, who was too late to stop everything, rushed to the scene, hugged her dead lover, and wept. She was so angry that she decided to use all her strength to take revenge on these selfish humans. That was a terrible curse. Just as I got to the book's most intense part, I realized it was the last page. Huh? Is this the end? What a strange story. However, I wonder what this story has to do with the Christmas butcher. Why on earth would that student show me this? The Mammy Island described in the book is similar to Snowflake Island. But mermaid or something, this is the first I've heard of it. Will there be a sequel to this picture book? Maybe it's a sequel to the game we're playing right now? I don't know, anyway. I wonder why. I'm curious about what happens after that. I took the picture book to the library counter and asked for it, but I was told it was outside the library's collection, let alone the sequel. What's wrong with this book that's not here? Did the student bring it himself? But how should I give it back to him? I walked around the library but couldn't see the student, and no one had seen him, even after asking the custodian. He hasn't left Snowflake Island, has he? Oh, never mind. I have to keep it for him first. The result is that I did not find anything, though. Let's go for Let's go for a walk somewhere else. Where should we go? Alright. Get the game. And go over to the school. After what happened last night, I'm actually afraid to go back. The place that was full of good memories suddenly became very strange. When I think of all the people I thought were my best friends hating me all this time, I can't help but wonder what that time really was for me. Even so, I'd like to go again. When I returned to the entrance of my alma mater, still don't know if that's a real word, but I was calmer than I thought I would be. Why did I notice people hating me all that time? Is it because I was so naive? Can't imagine my school life without Albert. Albert has done so much to me, or so much to me. No, Albert has done so much for me to make me enjoy my school life. I can't become so vulnerable. Even after knowing the truth, this place is still full of memories of Albert and me. So I still don't hate this place. Hey, did you hear about Miss Sharon? A few male students happened to pass by me, and when I heard Sharon's name, I unconsciously pricked up my ears. Oh, I heard about Miss Sharon's sudden resignation from a job and going abroad, right? Resignation? Going abroad? I know she quit her job suddenly, but did she indeed go abroad? Yes, I overheard her in the staff room. Is it really true? But it's not bad. I didn't like her in the first place. I know, she always looked down on the students. The boys got further away, and I couldn't hear what they were saying afterward. Sharon was arrested, wasn't she? Understandably, she resigned, but why'd she get to leave the country? Or is that just a rumor? Since Albert was the one who sent her to the police station, she would need more time to get out. I shouldn't overthink it. Well, I mean, we as the audience know, what happened to her, but anyway. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Prepare Albert's Christmas gift. I went to the shopping street and wandered around while thinking about what to get for Albert. Well, it's really hard to decide. Although we send gifts to each other every year, this year's gift had to be special. Because this is the first gift after we became a couple. I still can't believe it. I immediately blush again when I think about what Albert told me this morning. Why can he say such things so easily? Damn, did he have this charm before? Why does he like me so much? Well, calling. The phone suddenly rang and my heart skipped a beat when I saw the caller ID. Why do you just call at such perfect timing? Hello? You finally picked up. Honey, what are you doing? Honey? Sorry, you're not used to that yet, are you? Or do you not like it? It's not like I don't like it. Oh, so you're shy? How cute. Hey, so where are you now? I went out for a walk. A walk? Hey, didn't I tell you to take a good rest? Or to rest, I guess? It looks like someone's being naughty. I went out because of you. Me? Did you miss me so much that you came to look for me? It's not like that. Then what is it? I'll be home soon, so don't worry too much about it. Alright. What about you? Where have you been? I'm a little far away. How far is it? Is it something important? Secret. It's not something dangerous, is it? Your body's still injured. Of course not, my dear. Don't worry. I need to go. See you tonight. Well, bye-bye, my honey. He's busy, burying the bodies. I imagine. Maybe? I don't know. It's just a change of appellation. What is appellation? What the heck is appellation? This is a weird word to use, I feel like. Appellation, a name or title. An appellation is a legally defined and protected geographical indication primarily used to identify where the grapes for a wine were grown, although other types of food often have appellations as well. What? I don't understand how this is used in this sentence. What a weird, translation. I don't know. Maybe she's saying it's just a change of pace. Maybe I don't know if it still makes sense though. Anyway, my heart almost can't take it. What will happen afterward? It's a change of appellation. I guess. Oh no, she's referring to their relationship. It's just a change of what they're calling the relationship. I guess what she's meaning, right? Again, it's kind of weird to use appellation or whatever. Anyway, the thought of going out with Albert for the first time made my heart flutter of excitement. I need to calm down. I should decide on Albert's Christmas gift. The things he like. Sporting goods? Because Albert is particularly fond of and good at water sports. But he already has many of them. I've given them as a gift to him before. Games? We play a lot of games together. He loves horror games, you don't say. However, it's not as suitable as a gift for the first date. How about me? No, it's too embarrassing to treat yourself as a gift. A chocolate milk, Chucky milk. But I can't just give him chocolate milk, right? 100 cups of chocolate milk? No, how could he possibly drink it? What should I do? Oh yes, there's one more thing besides chocolate milk. But that takes a lot of space and it's easy to find out if I'm doing it in his house. What if I do it at a cafe? I have the key he gave me. I remember Albert saying that everything inside was refurbished and ready to use. Alright, let's buy some materials and go see them. Alright, I'm assuming we're gonna make something instead. Hello? Wow, it's really the same as before. And not a bit of dust. I'm thankful that Albert did find something to clean every day. I tried to open the machines I wanted to use and they all worked. In that case, let's get to work. Let's finish it before Christmas. Ew, so tired. It took like, 2 seconds for the viewer, but I guess it took her all day, I guess. But finally, a large part of it is finished. The rest can be done tomorrow. A kind of weird transition. I guess everything turned to evening time. And I feel like the game is a little bit rough in terms of trying to communicate like time passing, just small things like that. I feel like if you want to indicate time passing, you would, you either like cut to a different scene or you would transition to black, and then come back. I feel like that would transition time as well. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. I look at my phone and it was already nighttime. Oh no, it's already so late? I have to go back quickly. I quickly organized my kitchen and flew back to Albert's house. Literally, I spread my wings and flew away. No. When I returned to Albert's house, he was nowhere to be found. Are you still out there? Angry face. My baby. Yes, I'm still outside. Crying face. But I'll be back soon. Eat first if you're hungry. Don't worry. I'll wait for you. Come back. Well, I'll go to the room first and wait for him. Why is Albert's door open? I took a peek inside and it was the same as before. Speaking of which, it's been a long time since I've been in his room. In the past, we came to his house to play in his room. Why don't we sneak in to see it? What's in his room? It's a little neater than before. I looked around, there were pictures of us together in the cabinet by the wall. So nostalgic. Huh? This doll was given to him when I was in high school, and I can't believe he still keeps it. As soon as I picked up the doll, the bookcase suddenly spun, as it turns into the secret passage. Wait, what? There's a room behind the bookcase. What's going on here? Is there a secret room? Unable to resist my curiosity, I stepped into the hidden room. Suddenly, however, this place makes me feel uncomfortable. The whole room is covered with strange things. A large glass cabinet in the room had several blood bags and syringes hanging inside. Whose blood is this? Then, in the center of the room, there was a console-like object filled with information and notes. There's also a thick old book. The Rules of Claw's Family. Why does the pattern of the cover look so familiar? And that picture book has the same pattern. But why? When I reached out to open the book, I accidentally touched a button on the console, and the big screen on the wall suddenly turned on. Okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, definitely a surveillance room. Crap. Huh? How does this clip... It was a place where I was imprisoned last night. And I see myself. I hugged Albert's wounded body and cried so hard, I thought it would faint on the floor. Okay, well, I guess this is more like a recording. However, next second I stood up. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. My eyeballs turned red, beating up Sharon, big man she brought with her. Even if it's not true, that's really me. It's like a monster. I literally hulked out, actually. Why? Why would I? I fell to the ground with weak legs, and my breathing became more and more difficult. Some fragmented memories came to mind, and I remember Sharon begging for mercy, and images of flesh and blood flying around. No. No. Molly, that's enough. Good girl. It's time to go to sleep. Is that Albert's voice in the clip? Why? After the clip is finished, the words record the seizure appear on the screen. In a flash, I understood a lot of things. The voice, the Christmas butcher, the words of Miss Ithra. No, it was me all this whole time. Kill, kill, kill! No. Oop. A sharp object stabbed me in the neck. My consciousness began to blur when a familiar voice sounded from behind me. Molly, I told you to be good and wait for me to come back. Why are you not being good? Albert, why? What are you asking? You know all this, right? Yes, I know. Because I love you. Sorry for my negligence. I should not have let you run around. I collapsed helplessly into Albert's arms. Sleep again, my baby. What a giant fog. Where is this? As I was walking, I saw a familiar back. Albert? He didn't respond to me but kept his eyes on the crying child in front of him. It was Albert as a child. At that moment, a dark figure approached the crying child. No. No way. I opened my eyes, and there was the ceiling of Albert's room. Honey, are you awake? Albert, did you sleep well? I was shocked that you fallen asleep in my room. I looked around in a daze, and my eyes fell on the doll on the bookcase. Then I remembered what had just happened. My stomach acid rushed to my heart, and nausea spread. Molly, are you alright? Stay away from me. I'm a monster. Damn. The medicine needs to be stronger. Albert, you know all this, right? Why did you hide it from me? Why'd you make that clip in that room? Just for posterity, I guess. Recording her killing a bunch of people. That medicine. Whose blood is that? Is it true that Sharon and the others were caught? Don't tell me they're all dead. No. Wait, the disappearance of my uncle and aunt can't be related to me, right? I collapsed into a barrage of questions, and Albert just looked at me without saying a word. Albert, you know everything, don't you? Tell me! Honey, you have too many questions. He was holding a syringe at some point. Come on, let's sleep again. Forget all the sad things. This time, I'll make sure you don't remember. Save the game. Okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. You know what they say? Ignorance is bliss. Whatever. Let's just go to sleep. Really? Can you really make me forget about all these things? Of course. Once you sleep, you'll forget all about it. He was smiling, but I could feel the sadness in Albert's eyes. But I don't have the energy left to care. At this moment, I'm really suffering. I hope it's all just a dream. Help me, Albert. Let me forget these horrible things. Sure. He pulled me into his arms, and the warmth of his body made me forget the pain of the syringe. It's okay. You can sleep in peace. No matter how many times, I will save you. After that, he kissed me gently. And with my eyes closed, I did not notice his sad expression on his face. Two months later. Molly, good morning. Albert? I got up from the bed and my body was heavy. Did I accidentally fall asleep again? Oh, we fell asleep for like 2 months, by the way. 2-month coma. Since Sharon kidnapped me, my body's been acting abnormally. I often unconsciously faint and fall asleep and sleep a few hours, even a day. And I forget all the things that happened when I fell down. Maybe not 2 months straight, but I guess. 2 months ago, I collapsed in Albert's room and didn't remember anything. Even the doctor needed help finding out what the problem was. Since I was unfit to work for the time being, I had to stay at Albert's house to recuperate. I'm sorry. We just started dating and you had to take care of me. Baby, it's fine. I love to take care of you. No matter what you become, I'll take care of you. He caressed my cheek and kissed me on the lips. My heart beat so fast that I felt like a deer was running wild. Although it's been 2 months since we started dating, I'm still slightly uncomfortable. You're not used to me treating you like this. No, it's just... Besides being shy, there's another thing. I always feel like I've forgotten something important. As a result, an invisible gap was created between Albert and me. Every time I think about it, my chest gets very upset. Albert, you don't look well. Are you anemic again? Honey, I'm fine. Is there something you're not telling me? Also, when can I go outside the house? Never mind that. Let's just kiss, I guess, make out, also with blood, I think. But he didn't answer me. Instead, he gave me an intense kiss. He pushed his tongue in so violently that I was instantly deprived of the ability to think. My body lost his balance momentarily, and Albert immediately grabbed my waist. Here we go again. Every time I ask him this kind of question, he does it. Don't think about such things anymore. All you have to do is look at me. I'll let you get used to it and forget all the unnecessary stuff. You're all mine. You kiss me while touching my sensitive places. You know what I'm saying? Until you get better, I'll keep doing this. What does he mean? For some reason, the air smells like sweet blood. I want more. But whose blood is that? I gave up thinking and sank into the bottomless abyss of sweetness and falsehood. Normal N. Invisible divide. Okay, well, there you go. I guess that's what happens when you choose to, like, accept his quote-unquote treatment, of amnesia. And thus the cycle, continues forever, I guess. Apparently, giving her blood, makes her forget everything. So there you go. Well, there's one more ending we can get, however, so let's do that. Though I don't know, is there any Persecuits, I wonder? Like, there is some extra CGs you can get. I wonder if we need to do that before we can actually get the good ending. Let me check, actually. Just real quick. Since we're near the end anyway. Oh, no. Don't read. Oh, it says here something about Albert's diary. Huh, that's interesting. Something about Albert's diary. We didn't see like an Albert diary or anything. Okay, but it does say here though, normal ending is if you choose stay still. So maybe you have to go back and choose the right option. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I technically already did it for one of the choices. Probably for YouTube, I'll do some editing. I think for this one, right? Stand still. Oh, was it? Well, no. Stand still was actually that option, actually. Interesting. Maybe not. Like, if you stand still, you actually get the normal ending, actually. No. So that was correct, actually. You are supposed to back off. This one, what's this one? Oh, yeah. What happens if I say, yes, I do? With a confession? What do we say, yes? I answered without hesitation and knew my mind better than I thought. I do like Albert a lot. Oh, really? I'm so happy. God, he looks so cute. Albert moved his body back to the bed and looked at me with joy. Let's go on a date on Christmas Eve, shall we? Date? Yeah, hope our first day was a day to remember. What do you think? Okay, same thing. Okay, same thing. It doesn't matter. Typical video games, where like some choices don't actually really matter. Slight difference in dialogue. Alright, okay, so I guess that didn't really matter. Okay, so I think this is the choice that matters. I think? Maybe? Not sure. Alright. Daga, kotowaru. No, I don't want this. I reflexively shook off the syringe in Albert's hand, and bright red fluid leaked, staining the sheets. Whose blood is that? Hey, Molly, be a good girl, can you? And why don't you answer my questions? I don't know what method you use. This is not the first time, right? Are you gonna let me sleep again and forget everything? Yeah, so you don't become miserable. His words were a tacit? I don't know why I can't say that word. His words were a tacit acknowledgement of the fact that I was a monster. So it's all true. I became that monster and took Cheryl and the others. Molly, listen to me. I'm not listening. Stay away from me. I pushed him away and held my head in my hands. Oh my god, what have I done? Why'd you hide it from me? Why did you stop me? Is that what you said you would deal with me? Is that what you said? Or is that why you said, I don't know, I can't read the sentence for some reason. Is that what you said you would deal with during the day? So I'm the monster. That's why everyone hates me. No, you're not a monster. You haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to feel sad for those bitches. Those bitches deserved it, apparently. Albert grabbed me by the shoulders. I'd never seen him so angry with me. Molly, I won't let you suffer anything. The people who hurt you are at fault. Even though you're getting a little crazy, you're not doing anything wrong. Just a little crazy. They would have had to pay the price. Even if you didn't do it, I wouldn't have let them go. No, Albert. Why don't you just kill me? I sobbed uncontrollably as the fragmented memories caused me pain. Stop it! I'm gonna get mad if you keep saying that. He angrily grabbed a syringe full of unknown blood from his hand and was off to stab me when he stopped. Damn! He dropped the syringe on the floor and hung his head listlessly. It's enough to stab down like usual and let you sleep.
You can forget everything and smile at me like you usually do. I just want my loved one to smile forever. Can't I even do that? Fuck this curse. Albert showed an expression of pain that I'd never seen before. My heart instantly ached like a tear. Like a tear? Like a tear, maybe. I don't know. I tried to grab his hand, but he turned his head and walked away. Listen, I'm not gonna let you leave here. If you insist on putting yourself in unnecessary pain, go ahead. But don't you ever leave me. You should be by my side whether you're in pain or happy. You're mine. Albert, wait. He walked towards the door without looking back and closed it with a snap, leaving me alone in a large room. I stare blankly at the empty ceiling. I don't know how long has passed. No matter what, the image of me turning into a monster still comes to mind. Tearful, cruel, crazy. Why did I become like that? That feeling of residue in the hands is so scary. I can't breathe, thinking I might have done the same thing before. I've never wanted to hurt anyone, let alone kill someone. Please, how about letting me die? In any case, it's hard for me to accept all of this. I wish it was all a dream. I flexed my body and shrank to a corner. The last time I had a breakdown like this was when my adopted parents left me. Thanks to Albert being by my side, I could smile again. Why does Albert continue to hang out with me even though he knows I'm a monster? He treats me like a normal person and loves me like that. I don't know, I mean, you're like... It's more like you're like, you know, what's it called? Like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, sort of, you know? You're not always a monster. Or is it that he actually likes me as a monster? You know, maybe he has a weird, you know, yandere fetish. At that moment, I noticed a compartment in the cabinet next to the bed that was not closed. Just as I was about to turn it off, something fell down. It's an old notebook. I opened it unconsciously and immediately recognized Albert's handwriting. Is this Albert's diary? No, I can't just look at other people's privacy. A note fell from the diary. Only Molly and I can read this. Should I read this? Yes. I believe if you say no, I spoil myself just a little bit, but I think if you say no, you just get a normal ending again, so you get the same ending. So we'll say yes. I want to read it even more since it was written this way. You know, it makes me even more curious. Perhaps I can find out what Albert really thinks here. And at that moment, I need something to distract me. I slowly opened the diary, and the first started with the day I met him. He started to like me from that time. I thought back to the good old days we had. 10 years ago. Okay, in the high school uniform now. Molly, sorry, have you waited long? No, just for a moment. Wait, what's wrong with your face? Why are your hands wrapped in bandages too? Did you get in a fight again? Yay. You dummy. Didn't I say no more fighting? Ouch, don't pinch me, it hurts. I just hit them because they said something bad. How bad is it? Did they scold you? Then I should be the one to teach them a lesson. Where are they now? No, they're not scolding me. Why did you stir up trouble? Molly, I want to hug you. Yeah, you're heavy. What are you doing all of a sudden? Please don't be angry. I bought that game you want to play. Let's head home and play together, shall we? Really? Yeah, let's go. Oh, it's already so late. I'll go home soon. Are you leaving so soon? It's late. If I don't go home, I'll be scolded by Uncle and Aunt. What does it matter? They're not scolding you because they're worried about you. Why don't you stay overnight at my house? You're right, but I better go back. They're my only family, even though they don't like me. I'm your family too. Did you say something? No, there's nothing. Then I'll take you back. It's only a short distance away. I'll leave now. See you tomorrow. Molly. What if she run off so fast? Anyway, after every time she says that, I still sneak after her, like a stalker. I hope they won't be angry today. Molly ran home, gasping her breath, and hurriedly took off her shoes. As she was about to open the door, she paused when she heard a strange conversation. Okay, the aunt? Don't you think that girl is so annoying? Noisy and troublesome. She pretends to be close to us even though she's not blood related.
If it weren't for the fact that outsiders wouldn't suspect her, I would have adopted her.
That's right. It's a waste of our hard-earned insurance money to support her.
Insurance money? What are they talking about? I wanted to kill the whole family, take the insurance money and run, but that kid survived.
Oh, forget it. Let's repay the couple. They're all dead. After a while, we can send her away.
What do you mean by that?
Damn, what time did you come in?
Tell me, was it an accident that killed Mom and Dad? Was that driver driving out of control because of a drug overdose?
Get out of my way, useless kid.
To do that kind of thing, of course, is to ask someone else to do it, but
For a bit of money, you get a junkie to help you do it.
you guys really did that for insurance money? What else? That money is enough for us to enjoy our love for our lifetime. You were the ones who burned down the cafe. Hey, blame them for keeping the, probate and insurance beneficiary documents there. It goes without thinking they must have left that money for you. Since we can't find it, let's burn it all together. How can you do such things? Mom and Dad were so good to you.
What's up? Do you want to tell the police? You have proof.
Their faces made her vomit. Molly's breathing somehow started to become rapid, and her vision was gradually tinged with a layer of red. Okay, you saw this coming. Turns out, Uncle and Aunt were assholes. You just I don't know who was blood related necessarily, but one of them, just decided to kill their sibling for money, just because, lol, I guess. I don't know. Just despicable out of nowhere. Unforgivable. He had a strong inner voice. Kill them. Unforgivable.
How dare you? How dare you look at me like that?
The man raises his hand and punches Molly in the face while she stops in the force that's now hers. He freaking punches her.
What the?
Molly's aunt, who sensed something wrong, tried to attack Molly, but she avoided it with her ultra instinct. Yeah. The girl named Molly relentlessly attacked the two of them, and the two adults taller than her had no power to fight back. She frickin' hulked out and went Super Saiyan. Like a robot, she moved her hands without consciousness while tears flowed down her face. She did not notice what state the person in front of her was attacked to, nor did she notice Albert watching it all. Originally, he intended to make the first move, like those guys at school who make anyone who hurts Molly pay for it. But he had no idea that Molly would suddenly become that way. And really I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was just gonna think yeah, he was instantly aroused. Anyway, no, Molly. Realizing it was too late, he ran to the one he liked and hugged her tightly. Stop fighting, you'll hurt yourself. Looking at an unusual face, he realized it was not the girl he used to know. Was that a song? Whatever. I used to know. Somebody. No, anyway, I don't know. Anyway. Red eyes and uncontrollable. Molly, don't tell me you're from that cursed family. No. So what? He held Molly tightly again. It's okay. Even if you become a monster, I'll always like you and stay by your side. Molly has no intention of stopping her attack as she tries to break free from Albert's arms. Ouch. She bit him hard on the shoulder, but Albert held her tightly in pain. It doesn't matter. Bite as much as you want. Even though it hurts, I feel excited because it's you. Yeah, I have a being eaten fetish. That's how much I love you. Huh? Why are you licking my blood? Like a vampire. Soon Molly's pupils returned to their original color, and she collapsed in Albert's arms. Okay, so conveniently, I guess, if she drinks his blood, she returns to normal. That's how he learned about the blood thing, I guess. Great. It's back to the usual Molly. Is it because you licked my blood? This is exactly the same as the book says. Albert holding up the sleeping Molly and picked up the phone. Sleep tight, my dear. I'll help you rest. Or I'll help you with the rest. By hiding the bodies, by the way. Albert looked at Molly, still asleep, and gently pushed her hair away. Poor baby. He opened a heavy book by his bedside, a rule passed down from the generation to generation in the Claus family, which also contains the family's history. I thought mermaids and human descendants were just fairy tales, but it is true. I finally figured out why everyone in our family is so good at water sports. I don't know, my mind has been irreversibly corrupted by the internet, because when I think water sports, I think of something else. But anyway. But yeah, everyone's good at swimming, I guess, in this family. Albert turned to one of the pages with the curse their mermaid ancestors have placed on the invaders. To let the selfish humans feel the same pain, the descendants of the invaders will go berserk if their beloved ones are killed or seriously hurt. Okay. So that's okay. So the humans were cursed. Yeah. The ones that like invaded the island. If they're not treated or leave the island, they will go berserk until they die. And only the blood of the Claus family's members can be soothed to the berserk state. What a weird curse. Because it kind of like, doesn't that encourage the invaders to kill more of the family members? I feel like, I don't know. Kind of weird. And for complete healing, copulation with... Turns out you guys need to have sex. Turns out, just having sex solves everything, actually. How convenient. Just have sex. Anyway, for complete healing, copulation with adult Claus family bloodline is required. And it requires the wholehearted love of both parties to prove that the sins of the cursed party are forgiven. What a weird curse. I can't believe you're the descendant of those people. Is it fate? Go berserk until they die. Damn it! Why does it have to be you? You're so innocent. How can I let you leave me? If my blood can heal you, I'll give you all of it. But I need to stay here until I reach adulthood. The Claus family line cannot leave Snowflake Island before they reach adulthood because of the mermaid's physiology. Otherwise, they'll die. Is that how it works? They're like half mermaid people, I guess, somehow. What a bullshit physique. If I'm gonna heal you, I must endure without you. Also, I need you to love me of all your heart. Okay, so I imagine that's why the normal ending doesn't work. Even if they have sex in the normal ending, even if they have sex in general, I guess it wouldn't work. Anyway, Albert gently stroked Molly's face. I always thought that as long as I stayed by your side, always protected you, always loved you, that'll be fine. As long as the person who stays by your side is me, I'm satisfied. But what would it take to make you love me with all your heart? Molly, what if you don't like me? I can't even imagine what life would be like without you. Young master, did you call me? Greg, is the exchange program our family sponsored before still available? Yes. Didn't Molly say she wanted to visit an outside design school? Let her go. But young master, you cannot follow. Your body will... I know. If I could, I would certainly like to keep her with me. However, because of the curse on her, it is not appropriate for her to stay here for the time being. It is the only way to protect her. Also, I need to always know her state and physical condition. Always like, invade her privacy. Never let her have a moment of privacy ever. I will send my blood to the doctor there regularly so she can have it in case she needs it. I understand. Don't worry, my Molly. I will help you arrange everything. The college you go to, the place you work, the place you live, and the day you return to me. No matter where you are, I'll take care of you. Until the day I see you again, I'll let you fall in love with me wholeheartedly. Let's not separate again. A little manipulative. I feel like it's supposed to be romantic, but I feel like it's a little manipulative, He literally controls every aspect of her life to manipulate her to fall in love with him, right? That's the idea. So I don't know. Even though it has good intentions and everything, I don't know. It's a little bit creepy, but whatever. Who cares? Considering the supernatural, circumstances, I guess. It's whatever. After seeing this page, I finally couldn't resist closing the diary. Otherwise, my tears will stain the entire diary. Wait. I couldn't stop sobbing. My chest was suffocating with pain. Big dummy Albert. I didn't even know he did so much for me. Why? He's always loved me like this, giving love to a monster like me. Hey, isn't that great? There's that sound again. The sound that emanates from my body. What do you want from me? Why don't we just use him? Then I could come out as much as I want. Shut up. Don't you dare hurt him, you monster. It was his ancestor who made you this way. And he was the one who trapped you and drugged you. When you put it that way. Is that really love? Shut up. Stop talking. I've had enough. I'd rather just disappear if I have to live like this. At least this time I'll be protecting Albert. I broke the vase next to the bed, casually picked up a sharp piece, and stabbed it in my wrist. However, the pain did not come as expected. He just came in the room just in time. Because the fragment stabbed Albert's palm, somehow. Where did he come from? I mean, I guess he heard the noise. I can't speak. I guess he heard the noise. No way, honey. Do you want to leave me? Albert, your hand. He pulled the shard away as if it were natural, and blood gushed out in large quantities. This is your medicine. What a waste. I hurriedly tore off a part of the quilt and wrapped it around his hand. Are you insane? Leave me alone. You're the one who's insane. You can't do this. You can't leave me. What are you talking about? I can't let you get hurt again. So what? He grabbed my hand hard. I would rather be in pain than have you leave me. Molly, don't you understand? I can't live without you. Since the day I met you, you've been the only one in my world. I would do anything for you. Who cares about this injury? Even if you don't like me, I won't let you go. I'll always let you stay with me no matter what. Even if you don't want to, even if it makes you hate me. His voice shook slightly, and his eyes were full of tears. Please, don't leave me, okay? Was he always this upset? Albert's such a big dummy. You don't trust me, right? How can I not like you? You're only one in my world, too. Because everyone else is, either has been, tricked into liking her or dead. Or, not tricked, but, pretending to like her, rather. When the whole world abandoned me, you were the only one who stayed by my side. You're also the most important person to me. But what if I accidentally let you lose your life? What would I do without you? I'll be fine. I won't leave you alone. How can it be fine? I read your diary, I know all about it. You always use your blood to bring me back to my original state. You'll die when you use it all up. I don't want to see you hurt again. You should no longer be with a monster like me. I rolled back the covers and planned to get out of there. I should run away. I should run far away for his sake. No. Molly, you said you loved me, right? I said it. Why do you still not believe me? Albert suddenly pushed me down the bed and kissed me. Okay, here comes the segs. There isn't any any explicit scenes, are there? If we're in love, it's okay to do such things, right? As long as I have consent, right? This is fine. Wait, what are you doing? Open your mouth. As I was about to open my mouth to refute, he pushes hot tongue in as I was dizzy for a minute. Are we gonna go 50 Shades of Grey here or something? I don't know. Not that I ever read that book, but I guess, I always hear about the memes about it, It's kind of like a representative of, a lot of, trashy romance, erotica novels, whose main demographic is adult women. But anyway, I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to do it with you in this situation, but I couldn't just let you go. Prove it to me if you really love me. And for complete healing, just have sex, by the way. Is it because of that? The more he kissed, the more intense the kiss became. Where the lips, ears, neck, and the most sensitive parts of my body, he did not let go as epic music plays. Epic music. I couldn't help falling into his touch and kisses and gave up the struggle. I just remember him calling my name over and over and saying I love you. In a space that smelled sweet and bloody, but there's blood everywhere, by the way, we were entangled in each other, not letting go of each other's bodies for a moment. Fade to black so I don't get banned, please. 1 week later of constant 24/7 sex. No. Anyway, 1 week later, December 24th. The sound of birds outside the window woke me up. It's morning. Okay, he's topless. It's fine, right? It's like, obviously, it's kind of like a double standard, isn't it? Guys can be topless, but girls can't. But anyway, honey, don't go. I looked at Albert, who was still sleeping beside me. I couldn't help but laugh. You're looking like a baby. Since that night, that voice has not been heard again. Simply fix. This sounds bad, but simply fix mental illness. Well, it's not really mental illness. It's a curse. Anyway. I was just gonna say, simply fix her by simply having sex. It's kind of a weird moral of the story here, but don't worry about it. Since that night, that voice has not been heard again. Even without Albert's blood, I did not appear to be in a frenzy. And most importantly, the fragmented memories of being a monster are becoming increasingly blurred, and even the residual sense of guilt has gradually disappeared. And so the curse has been lifted from me. Isn't that great? Also, I'm getting a phone call. I'm assuming it is, yeah, probably a spam call. I don't recognize the number, so... Honey, what are you thinking? Sorry, did I wake you up? I woke up immediately because you were not in my arms. You're exaggerating. Do we need to be together 24 hours a day for you to feel at ease? Really? You willing to stick with me 24 hours a day? That's not what I mean. You still remember this is our first date tonight, have you? Of course I remember. I need to go out and prepare first. What to prepare? That giant chocolate cake? What? You... Oops. How did you know? I'm just guessing. Liar. I knew you were stalking me. By the way, this, again, kind of like creepy because he's been stalking her this entire time. I guess for slightly good reasons, but also still. Damn it, I was planning to give you a big surprise. You're a big dummy. You're a big baka. Hey, please don't go. Albert scrambled to pull me back into bed with a cute puppy-like expression. It's fine because he's hot, by the way. All these, double standards, if he was, ugly, it would all be super creepy, but it's fine because he's hot. Anyway, don't be mad. I was super happy knowing you were preparing a cake for me. I've also prepared gifts and surprises for you. I'm sure you'll love it. Are you still mad at me? So, what should I do so you won't get mad? Have more hot segs, I guess. It's fine. I think the boobs are covered. Don't get me banned, please. He took me in his arms and gave me a kiss. Oh, how about this? I finally couldn't resist his handsomeness and cuteness. I should say, who couldn't forgive him? You're too crafty. You look super cute, even with an angry face, How about we continue until you're not angry? Continue with what? You know what I mean. Next, he kissed me again. Molly, you must promise me you'll never leave my side. I promise you. I can't leave you either. I'm so happy. You're finally mine. I love you. Best and a Merry Christmas. Okay, there you go. Oop. I guess that's it. That's the game. Oh, well, there's a little bit more, actually. Mysterious boy, by the way, who appeared that one time. I guess there's a little bit more. A young man stood on a cliff not far away and quietly watched the loving couple. Like a voyeur, by the way? What? This is kind of weird. And then they lived happily ever after. Something like that. Oh, the wolf says roar. The man stroked a purple-red wolf next to him. You think so too, right? The prince really designed a perfect trap. The girl didn't notice that everything was too much of a coincidence. Is love too blind, or is that young master too clever? In any case, his love for her has finally been rewarded. It's finally over. The human race really is difficult to control, although this is only one of them. Roar. The purple-red wolf seems dissatisfied. You said I was too much in charge? I admit it. The gods should not interfere too much in the affairs of the human world. I have to pay attention next time. Then, whose curse will it be next time? Now, who else needs to have sex? In order to lift the curse, I guess. The moral of the story. Defeat curses with dick. No, the story of the Christmas Butcher comes to an end for now, but the story of the Snowflake Island is still ongoing. Okay, a little bit like a little stinger, I guess. In case the developer wants to make like a sequel or something, I don't know. There you go, best ending. Oops, I think I clicked a bit too soon, but I think it was just gonna fade out anyway. All right, there you go. All right, yeah, a little cheesy at the end there, to be honest. I went a little bit overboard with the whole smooch. It's like, as it turns out, you need to be together and love each other, and then you'll get your happy ending. It's like a Disney ending, isn't it? Right, like Disney movie ending. I tend not to like that too much, but whatever, it's fine. It's just a little cheesy, is all. But yeah, overall though, pretty interesting story, right? So it's kind of like a little bit of a bait and switch, a little bit. He's still a bit of a creepy stalker, but I think the idea is yeah, we thought he was going to be like the crazy guy who kills everyone, but it turns out that was not him, it was us actually. It was the protagonist that was the one who was killing people. Also, oh, that's weird. I think the main menu loops like that for some reason. It's kind of weird like that. I have to click in order to make sure it doesn't do that. Anyway, but yeah, interesting story. Definitely built a lot of suspense. It kind of, I feel like though, I don't know how I feel about using this word now because of what happened, but I feel like the story did climax a little bit too early though. You know, the whole thing where she was in the basement, right? She killed a bunch of people, and you learn that she goes crazy and all that. I don't know. At that point, I feel like the story should have ended a little bit faster. I think it dragged on a little bit too long, trying to explain the whole mermaid curse and everything. And in fact, if they're gonna explain that, again, they should have done it a little bit earlier. I feel like instead of like having it put at the end, because it did feel like a little bit too much exposition. It was a little bit too convenient, I guess, a little bit contrived to say that. Oh, by the way, you know, this was all caused by a curse, and turns out the Claus family was half mermaid, and there's this whole thing that caused her to do that, and da 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 da. You know, it was like a little bit too I don't know. Again, too contrived. You know, everything was just set up to be such the case that it was all like wrapped up at the end because they have sex. You know, but anyway, whatever. Again, a little bit too cheesy there at the end, but anyway, I do again. Still interesting story. Still enjoyed it though, I guess. I'm just trying to think. Obviously the images, you know, the art definitely looks nice. What else? I like the different choices they can make as well and everything. Makes me wonder what happened in the bad ending though. In the second bad ending, anyway. Apparently, when she walked out of the window or the balcony, rather, and then she was murdered, I guess, for some reason. Maybe she was killed by Sharon. Maybe that's what it was, or something. It was confirmed that she was imagining things, right? And the voice it was confirmed to be her. Maybe she went crazy and actually killed someone. I'm not sure. So I think it only triggers if someone she knows or someone she likes is injured, right? That's the only time it activates. You know, again, like Super Saiyan mode, you know, which is funny. Maybe that's like a good thing, though. You know, it's kind of like a self-defense, like an automatic self-defense system in a way. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Again, let's see. If there's any like criticisms, I would definitely say. I mean, for one, the translation could use a bit of work, to be honest. It was better than I expected, but still some weird like word choices. You know, this is usual. I feel like anytime that someone translates like Chinese or Japanese like English, like if you're not like a native English speaker, they always use like weird words to translate. You know, like weird word choices and weird tenses as well. Sometimes they use the wrong tense. I feel like. Again, I think this game was in Japanese though, but there is, I think, a Chinese version too. Oh, it says here like a Chinese version. Yeah, it's so strange because I see some background images using Japanese language, but there is a Chinese version of this game. I don't know if this game was originally in Chinese. I think so. If that's the case, you know, it would explain it. I think I mentioned it before about how like present tense, past tense, future tense, it doesn't exist in the Chinese language. It's very contextual. So, you know, when you translate directly to English, you know, sometimes if the translator isn't skilled enough to realize that, you know, they might miss a few things. It just reads weirdly to like an English speaker. But, you know, besides that, it was pretty good, I think. I think I understood just the story. And yeah, I mean, anything else would be definitely... It is a little rough, though. The UI, though, doesn't look bad, though. Like, actual, like, art and, like, design of the UI isn't bad. It's just, I think the coding, you know, the programming. For some weird reason, like, the transitions too fast. I don't know, it's just my computer. I'm not sure, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes transitions a little bit too quickly, or, like the music, you know, cuts abruptly and everything. You know, I feel like they should add like, you know, just small things. The small things you should just do to make it feel more professional would be, for example, to fade out the music. You know, every time you transition to a scene, you fade out the music or whatever. Whenever you transition to a different scene, you don't like cut it like too quickly. Sometimes you gotta have establishing shots. You know, you kind of, you know, visual novels. The more I think about it, actually, they're kind of like TV shows, right? They're kind of like movies and TV shows. So there's a little bit of like knowledge you need to use from actually like, you know, recording like a TV show that you actually have to apply to like visual novels. Just like writing as well. Writing visual novels. At least the ones I like to read anyway. They're kind of like screenplays when you think about it. You know. That's why I always have a criticism. Not in this game, but in other games, I feel like in other visual novels, when they're written more like books, that feels weird, right? I'm more used to like visual novels that are written like screenplays. I think it makes more sense when you do it like that. Anyway, but there you go. Look at the credits. Maybe a Rempe. Okay, pretty good. I know that again. The overall art though is pretty good. I gotta say, it's just like little rough things here and there, but otherwise, yeah. I was expecting. Apparently there's the whole thing with the Claus family, right? I mean, we didn't see much of Liam, by the way. He was kind of like just a background character that appeared out of nowhere. He seemed like important. Maybe the developer is thinking of like a sequel involving Liam, right? That was the name. Yeah, his brother anyway. Liam and Ithra. They appear like very briefly. But I was thinking, the whole Claus family thing, I was thinking like they had something to do with Santa Claus, but like there's gonna be like a Santa Claus kind of thing going on. I don't know how they would, how it would work in the story, but I thought it was gonna be like I don't know, Santa Claus murderer, he was the Santa Claus killer or something, but no, I guess they didn't go in that direction at all, which makes me wonder why they even have that, last name. It's just a red herring, I guess. It had nothing to do with Santa Claus at all, actually. Oh, anyway. There you go. I think those are all my thoughts. I think that's all the endings as well. I think I got all the endings. It's like 4 endings in total, I believe. So there you go. I guess that's it for Please Don't Hate Christmas. I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, on the video, then if you want to see more content, then you can click on the subscribe button below the video to see more. And if you want to catch me live, actually, you can actually click on it again and then click on the bell, change it to all to get notified whenever I go live. And, and hopefully next time I stream, I won't accidentally like not go live and actually go live next time, by the way. Anyway, but all right. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then. There you go. Okay, so that's when I'll fade out. I guess that's it. It's been about 4 hours, at least for me. For the actual stream, it's not been 4 hours because I didn't actually go live. It's only been 2 hours, but whatever. I wonder if people can actually see the VOD. Maybe if they see the VOD, they can actually just look back anyway. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Let me just press the button. I guess press this button. There you go. I guess yeah. I mean, again, I'll put it on YouTube anyway. But I guess I also played what was it called? Mad Room. Mad Room number 3, which is kind of like a similar game too, where you're kidnapped and everything, and also Toga, RPG Maker horror game. I'll put those on YouTube as well. Eventually, got cut it up and everything. Well, yeah, that'll be for today's stream. Tomorrow, probably do something else. I'll probably play something called Shutdown. I think. It's most likely what I will do. Didn't something like a weird Sonic game came out? Like a Sonic visual novel, by the way. Sonic the Hedgehog visual novel is like a mystery visual novel as well, kind of like Phoenix Wright. It sounds interesting, but I don't know if I'll play. I don't know. I don't know if that's in my, I guess, field of expertise. Sonic the Hedgehog games. I feel like if you probably like it more if you're like a big Sonic fan, which I'm not really. So I don't know. But most likely I'll play something called Shutdown, which is made from the same developer who made Zeno. Actually, seems interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be like a horror base. I don't think it's horror, but I don't know. I might want to try it out tomorrow. I think it would take the entire stream anyway. I think it would like take 4 hours, I think, to finish it. But there you go. That'll be for today's stream. Again, despite the hiccup, hopefully next time, I won't make the same mistake. Well, there you go. My usual. Let me just say my usual schedule is Saturday and Sunday, noon Eastern time. That's probably what I'll do for the foreseeable future for YouTube, I guess. And there you go. Thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you around.